Hello. Hello, we're live. Now, so, this is nuts because nothing is working at all. Even my camera's not working now. So, I really don't fucking have a clue what's going on here. Yeah, see? Not anything is working. Not a fucking thing is working. It's like, you don't fucking piece of shit. Sorry about swearing. That's very loud, isn't it? Right, there we go. No, it's okay. Don't worry. We're trying to get a guest on, but it's not working. Now my microphone, it's like fucked. It's fucked. The whole thing is fucked. My camera's not working. Video input is, there we go. Okay, now there we go. We have that. Okay, so I'm going through the settings myself. Can't seem to get Naya on. The sound is not working. So if anyone can help us with the sound. You're trying to join Restream. Pictures there, but we can't get the sound. So I've sent her the Restream link again and so forth and so forth, but it's not allowing her access to her microphone. So I don't know. What's going on with that, to be honest. Would be nice to have a show and talk about it, but powers that be, obviously, I'm not going to let it. For some reason. Would have been nice to decode shit. Nora. Welcome. I don't know why I know. Welcome, sweetheart. The invited live stream. Boom. Hello. Welcome. Let me make sure that you are a wrenched, brother. Are you wrenched? Oh, you are wrenched. Hello. There you are. So I can actually come in and tag you. So. Hi, guys. Hi, I'm welcome. So here's a man who might know. So try to guess. Hi, long reach on. She couldn't get on. She's still trying. Still messaging me. So we're still trying. And there's so many messages here now. It's I never tried it, and my son's a pretty genius. Well, okay, let's go. Come on. My chat will tell you. So I'm gonna get her to come in now. You've already sent me the photograph. Microphone. Well, you have blocked microphone access. Please update your browser. You have to update your. Just use a different browser. Then that's a better way, you know. Use a different browser. Use a different browser. There we go. Done. Use a different browser. That's all I can say. So, I hope she's watching. Techie problems. The browser won't allow her access. Oh, here we go. I hope, yeah, maybe if this doesn't work, we'll try to use a different browser. Okay. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Let's go. Fingers crossed. So, here is the wonderful Maya. Please let her have sound. You're on. No sound yet. So maybe try a different browser. Like Nora says, use Chrome. If you're using Firefox, just use Chrome. Or if you're using Chrome, use Firefox. Or just open another browser like Google browser and just open it in a different browser. It should allow you to then pick the microphone access. That's probably the best way to do it. And yeah, that's the thing. I didn't train in the lip reading thing, so you know. I think Alan did. Did you train at lip reading? Alan trained at lip reading. Say it again there. Alan, say something. I'm Batman. She's saying I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. No, she's not saying that at all. He's nuts. No, you need to jump out. Jump out and jump out and come back in. I'll be looking at a light there. Light over there. So, tell her to use Chrome. Yes, I did, but she's gone. I can't kick her out because I don't know how to. You see what I mean? What the fuck am I meant to do? I can't kick her out. You need to leave the room, so... Oh. Right, let's try not to get frustrated again. You need to leave. Maya, hello? You need to leave and come back. She can hear me, yes? Fuckity-doo is right. Oh, here we go. Maya, before you come in, close your other browser. You're on the screen already. Close that one. Get out of that one. I don't want two of yous on. It's hard enough trying to get one of yous on. Never mind two of yous. I can't kick you out. I can take you off screen, but you need to close that browser so the one you were just on a second ago. Cool. See if this one works anyway. I'll take it off screen. You can close it, and then I'll bring this one on screen. We might get sound. Sound. Okay. No sound. Okay, let me just ask. While you're here, let me ask you guys. Can anyone give a solution here? Because we've tried two browsers. We don't know what's going on, and this is the third time I think we've attempted to do this show twice before, and now we just obviously can't hear each other or you know, speak to each other. We can't do the whole sign language thing. I've said to her use the phone. I said to her if you could plug the headphones in and all that, but I can't hear you. No. See what I mean? You want to be on about use your phone. Have you used your phone? You need to jump out and back in. As I said, look, this is the way I look at it. This is the way I look at it. This is what I'm looking at, and this is what you should be looking at. So I can't see why we shouldn't be able to just do it like this. You know. There you go. There's what you're doing. Microphone. Setting. Settings. That's it. We're patient. I'm fucking not. I'm not patient. I'm not a patient. Nor will vouch for me that I'm no patient. I'm an impatient patient. No, I'm joking. So that settings, if you can go in there, audio input, just go to headphones. If you can switch that to headphones, and then put your headphones in. Unclick on the mic. You're definitely not muted now. Let me ask you, you're definitely not muted. You definitely haven't pressed this one here that mute. It says that she doesn't have access to a microphone. That's kind of what it is. But so tonight's going to be a show about me trying to get someone onto a show. It's going to be very entertaining. So that's how we're going to break the code, guys. That's what it's all about, trying to get someone onto a show. It's a very hard thing to do, but we're going to stay on topic, you know. So the key to the matrix is there is no key. Yeah. What do you reckon, Alan? I'm Batman. I think you're going to have to jump back out and go back into your settings again, Maya. If that's because you know, you need to jump out to jump back in and maybe try your son's phone or someone else's phone. If your son got a phone, you could do the link on. He might have access on his updated version. Your phone is probably your best one because you will have an updated version of your browser that should be able to give you access to the microphone settings. If it's an iPhone, you go to the settings and just say allow access to apps. That's simple. Anyway, jump out and jump back. I never can get that right either. Yeah, I can't see that. I can't see shit. No, give me the voice. Give me the full screen. Yeah. See, it's not weird that the further you close it up to I can't see. All I can see is the white screen. Can you not read it yourself? Can you read it and sort it out? Because it should be able to see that. Oh, sorry. No. I don't know what you mean. If it just access it. Just jump out of this one, close this one, and access your camera. Go into the settings. Settings on your and just go to camera settings. Allow act. There you go. Down about 15 of them. Click allow. Click allow. Click allow. Click allow. So anyway, we're going to crack a code eventually. It's going to be some sort of code cracking. Click allow microphone. Click allow microphone. Yeah, but there was a thing at the top of our screen that I couldn't see because it was just white. So there was a message on top of it. She should be able to just press that, but oh, you know what? I'll just decode it for you. I'll just go and decode your stuff for you. How's that? Where is it? Some message from someone. You know what? I can't even do that, man. Yes, with the cute little scroll. Maybe if she opens a window and train and pigeon and talks that way, she could throw an old jet airplane. Paper airplane. We'll just do paper airplane thing, you know. We could. I'm not going to present no code at all. Are you mad? I'm not going to decode that stuff. It's her stuff. So I want her to tell me what her meaning is. It's her show. And if this one doesn't work, we might do a show on her Facebook because she wants to talk about it. We're just going to try to get her on here. I don't want to. I was going to just decode it, or she. Don't mind me. Nuts is nuts. Is nuts is nuts. Anyway. What was I talking about? Some code. I'm Alan. That's what we're talking about. That's not Alan. That's Batman. Are you Batman? No, I'm Alan. That's Alan. How about this guy? Oh. I'm just fucking funny one here. I was gonna just come onto the show like this. Hello. Oh, she couldn't. Well, over there's an alien, and there's over. And I got big. Oh, yes, back nose. Oh, yes. A bit of dribble there. Oh, you'll be joint. Oh, burn me hand! Did I burn my hand? No, I didn't. I nearly knocked my coffee over. No, you can't have any coffee. I'm not. Daddy's mouth. Hello! Oh, yes! I was putting there. I'm going to present the show like this one time. It's only me, don't be scared! That's me from the future. Hi. Hi, man. Is she on a Mac or a Windows? I think she's on a pedal bike. She's getting power while she's doing the pedals. She can't get enough generation of the power to get access to the microphone. So she's pedaling away. I've got about 50 Allens over there pedaling. That's what powers my computer. 50 little ones of these. Now they're quite happy to do the work. It's not as if I've got them over there doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing. They enjoy doing it. Isn't that right, Alan? No, fuck you big cunt. So, as you can hear straight from the man's mouth, they fucking lob it over there. So they're over there doing the electricity on a bike. Is it a bike? What is there on? On treadmills. They're on treadmills. And what is it? They're on treadmills going up hills, singing songs about Jack and Jill, who fell down the hill. They did. They fell down that hill, Jack and Jill. Is that right? No, fuck you big old cunt. Fucking bollocks he is. Never let him on. Yes! He's going to have a show Skateboard technology, man. Did you hear about the extra testicle on the extraterrestrial? So we have extraterrestrials now with extra testicles. There's a big one. Well, it's not that big. It's quite smaller than the other two testicles. If you can imagine an alien with two testicles. Is that what they have? Do they even have testicles? You will? Huh? Now I know how to do movies. Time is it? Nearly an hour. So we have an hour of trying to. Right, fucking piece of bloody shocking. I did have a coffee here, but the alien took it. You know what? That sound you hear is when I get a message, and it's funny because I keep getting them all day long. No matter what she does, she's getting this, right? Now, live stream, you have blocked microphone access. Unblock your microphone access. Just go to your microphone and unblock your access. That's it. Simple as. Isn't that what you do? And then follow your instructions. Go to micro. And change it. Like guy's life. Settings. Microphone. Out the fucking window with us all, for fuck's sake. I'm joking. Well, do you know what you do? I probably, if we, let me see if I can be nice about this. Alan, do you want to take over? Yeah, fuck the phone out the window. That's the best thing, yeah. Fuck, get the laptop and just go, fuck off, out that way, and then someone can take the photograph. It's a flying laptop. It looks like a spaceship. What imagine if the old spaceships arrived and they were all like big laptops. A big screen, and then we all jump around on the keys to say hello to it. That's crazy. Phone her up on cam and then use her voice. Ah, I see what you mean. I got you. There's a good thing. She's pressing the button and it's not going on. Okay, just. We have a plan. 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 We have a fucking plan. Suck it, fucking coders, decoders, other stuff that's coded. All them codes. You can fuck your codes up your arse. We've figured it out now. The touch of a genius man here named Johnny. Good out. Oh! Hello.
Hello.
Oh, but Jesus, we have you. Now, 1 second. Let me just share the screen so we get your audio in and everything. One of our beautiful friends here, the invite Johnny, has that I can call you on Messenger. I can route the sound through this, and then they should be able to hear you perfectly clear. And
turn the camera on from here, or
if you wish. to, if you wish to, yes, of course you can.
Okay.
There we go. We should be on the now. Oh, do I? Oh, yeah, you can turn your camera on. How do I have to accept? Though. So you're gonna be looking at me from two things. From two things. Come on, accept.
It just.
There we go. See? What's going on there now? See that shit? Isn't that shocking? Do you see that shit? Do you see what my whole computer's doing? So, this is going to be one of these ones then, is it? Right. Still ringing. So, now we have this roundabout. Cool. I answered. Hello. I'm not going to try that again. Don't worry about the microphone. Right. Fuck. Right, okay. Let me try this once more. Just stay where you are and let me ring you if you are, please, because now this is getting to the stage where I am literally losing my fucking patience. Not with you, with the internet, because it's code breaking, so now they're trying to break us from talking to each other. So let's get the audio on. Let's do it the way we did. Let's fuck the camera. Now she's sending me. Start call.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Just leave it like that. Okay. Let's not mess around anymore because we just lost it again. So let me just let me just search just 1 second. Let me get your audio okay. And then we'll be on the ball. I'm not gonna don't do the whole trying to share the screen and you're fuck's sake, I'm so frustrated.
Yeah, I'm not talking anymore.
Fucking it just you know what it is? It's because we the name of the show is Code Breaking. We by the way, we spoke to each other before, or tried to speak to before on the show, and we've had this problem. So it's an ongoing thing. So God bless your patience, and God bless Alan's patience, and everyone else's patience here. We are now finally on the show, and we can hear you perfectly well. So, if you want to let everyone know a little bit about yourself and where you're from, and then we can get into the subject of what the decoding.
I'm 47 and I live in Denmark. I'm alone with my two boys, on 16 and 19.
Okay.
So that's mostly what I do now, and I'm going home right now.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, you said one of your sons was helping you with that as well. It's a battlefield trying to get the microphone and stuff. So you have company there where you are, which is good. But let me ask you, you're involved in a few groups as well on Facebook, isn't that right? You have a couple of groups there, and you've been active on Facebook for a long time. What is your main focus on the groups? You know what I mean?
The first was paranormal, actually, because something strange happened at my home. So
okay.
I started taping and videotaping and podcast, and pretty fast I found out that there was something here. So that was my main thing, but my life has turned upside down the last year since all this UFO craziness got right out of my head.
Okay, so it's kind of the UFO in on top of what else you knew about paranormal as well. It's kind of, you can see the patterns in some of it, or is it overwhelming sometimes?
Yeah, it is, because I see everything, I hear everything, and when I zoom into a picture in the sky, for example, then I see numbers and letters. But I have taken some pictures of black boxes up in the sky and a whole, really mixed. Pardon my English, I'm trying my best. So.
Okay.
Can
yeah, what's happening is it's going a little bit slow. I'm just going to close one of my there. Sometimes with the internet, as you know, can be intermittent. So sometimes it sounds like this. Second word you hear. So just say that last sentence again, if you don't mind, please. Hello?
Yeah.
Can you just say that last little bit again? Because you just cut out all of it.
Oh, I can't even remember what I said.
You were just talking about the UFOs and your paranormal. How do you know? I
Yeah,
asked you a question.
yeah. For about 6 months ago, I started sitting and falling asleep on chairs, on toilets, and when I woke up, I felt I got a push in my back, so I had to put my hands down not to fall and put my head into the sink or to a table. So that went on for a while, and I thought, well, that must be some spirits, some maybe poltergeist, some bad spirits.
Okay.
Anyway, 3 weeks ago, I think it was, I sat the same place, same chair, and I fell asleep. I don't know for how long, but when I woke up, I took my phone up, and there was 4 or 5 white pages from NASA, government, coded.
Okay. Yes.
Coded all. But sorry, I went to panic, so I deleted it. I just went out of the screen because wow, what was that? So honestly, I panicked.
Mm-hmm.
So last week, same thing.
Okay.
I sat on a chair, fell asleep, and my phone fell to the floor. And when I picked it up, there was 1 page. So this time I took a screenshot of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I had no idea where they came from.
Is that the code you sent me?
Yeah,
okay.
it is some of the letters, yes.
Yeah.
But I didn't do it all. But I have a friend in a AMK Ultra group, and she's a decipher.
Yeah.
So I asked her if she would help me translate this letter.
Yes.
So she said, yeah, I do it. It takes a little while, but I do it. So I was still sitting and looking at it, and suddenly I saw a word where it was painted in blue, like a blue word.
Okay.
And it was not on the original, so I think, what happens here? So I called my friend and I said, have you seen the marking on the original? And she said, no, she hadn't, but now I'm for sure gonna look at it because it said, I think it was A11 or X11, like, yeah.
Yeah, agent. You said agent or whatever it was. Yeah, agent.
So, so I also saw that CIA was mentioned in the coded letter also.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, I thought, what I'm going to do now.
Mm.
So the last week, suddenly I found out that I had a big mark on my back, on my middle back. I couldn't reach it with any of my hands, and if I hadn't fallen, I would have remembered. So, and so I found the tape the recording that I sent to you, and yeah, that freaked me a little bit out. So I don't know if you want to tell something about that.
Well, you know what? What I've done is I've looked over the decoded message. So you had it put it into writing of a message that was written as well. I've looked into that because with the sound stuff, I actually want to give it to the invited there. Like, I'll send you the full one. I kind of have sent a few links there to some of it. What we need to do is slow it down, speed it up, and do different analyzations on the sound in the background, if it's a slower voice or a higher voice or something just out of the sound. So you need to analyze every wave band in that whole thing, which is it's a long process. when you have written all that down, you know, all the pages, we can show them if you want. If it's up to yourself, the pages that describes what is written actually in English in a way. I've kind of went over that, and I've got hidden meanings and other bits and pieces as well. Where, you know, as a perspective wise, sometimes, as I said earlier on, there is no box. I'm endless. I just keep going and going and going. So I came with some other versions of what I think the written English version of that might mean. But I'd love to hear what you think the English version means. You know, as you read it down.
I'm not the one written it down. It was Penny written it down. The decipher.
Yeah, the decipher, the one that Penny had written down in English. Is it easier to when she's written it in English? Is it easier to say to write it in your own language from English? Because I presume your English isn't your first language.
No,
so
it's Danish.
yeah, so when you translate that to Danish, that English translation, does it still hold up, or does it make any more sense in a way? Because I know the words are structured differently. Or is there anything left out?
What I understand from what she's told me, and I don't know if it is true, but I think it is, because there's so many strange things happened lately here. So what I get,
Sound's gone a small bit there. Let me see if I can take this captions off the back of it. That might be slowing down graphics. Just stop that. The sound has just dropped off there. Let me see if I can just change that from moving in the background to not moving. That might help a little bit. I could take my kind of a picture of nothing. Like the abyss. We put some bubbles on. Some nice bubbles. The sound is gone, by the way. I can't hear you anymore. No, that should just change. Should change. This computer's so slow. Right, chat. It's all gone slow. I think I'm gonna have to get her off, knock her off. Stop screen sharing. I'll have to call it. What's going on? Every 1,000 years to fucking press. Now I'll get back in here now. Wait 1 second. Could you could hear me clearly? Okay, if you give me one, someone, it sounds like someone dropping in water. Bit of static. Okay, so I am gonna call her now. Yeah, I'm gonna call her now. Give me 1 sec. So redial. Hopefully we get the. Sounds good anyway. If that happens, we just keep ringing back. It should be okay. Yeah, that's a bit better. What I actually doing, I just sometimes when messages come through, it slows it down a little bit. I can turn my camera off, and if the thing in the background's moving, it slows the stream down. You know, I think my computer's kind of full as well, so I can. Okay, it's just it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, let's see where we can go with this. So what did you get from when you do you want to read it out, or do you want to just?
I think I just have to say, because I'm on my phone right now. If I go out and look for something, I might fuck something up.
Yeah, okay. Well, just what you're in thought.
Oh, she wrote and told me that it was from. I see if I can remember some of it. We are the world's ET. We are COD. I don't remember what it stands for. But it was a good message from outer space that we were being watched, and we were not going to lose. The planet was going to be okay. Now, you know, all the COVID thing started. So everything is going to be okay, and the what's it called?
I'm just looking for it now. I'm just trying to find what it is. Because it was interesting that what you remember. I remember. Anyway, let me get it up. Let me get it up. Might refresh the old memory. There we go. Okay, so
I'm afraid to touch anything on my phone right now. So
yeah, no, just stand still. Don't even breathe. Now breathe. Make sure you breathe. Make sure you breathe. Just make sure you breathe. Breathe and get through. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. We'll be fine. Just keep breathing. Just keep breathing. You'll be all right. So I kind of it did mention agent something, okay, so it's also it says that Agent K is Earth agent, and then it also goes on about we is on Earth agent. Okay, keep going. It's oh, you can this one. So networks of the world, unite relationship. I am yours. We are. World ETs, we see in the depth of something degrees of everything degrees, which is cryptography, transmissions. They use maths, biological entities. It kind of goes on a little bit about biological entities. Overcome by. It does say servants acting on longer visible order of biological entities. So this seems to be just on that page. Seems to be something that's ordered by a come here and tell us something. Yeah, in a way, like AI in a way. So you know, we can see everything on a grid of whatever it is, whatever it said. So it explains it a bit more on. What did you? Is that what you got from that as well? It seemed to be a biological entity made from something.
I had to admit I was just in shock.
In shock. But did you feel like a biological entity when you remember you said your touches on your your bruises? Did you feel afterwards it was something that I don't know, that was hadn't I don't know.
The blood on my arm. I woke up.
Yes.
Like something just rushed in the speed of light into my bedroom and towards the window. But my window was closed and it was in the middle of the night, but I woke up because I got so scared.
But
when I looked at my arm, there was two, I think they were 20 centimeters long.
That's the one. That's the one,
like,
though, yes.
Yeah, like a V. So the blood was running down my arm and I had no idea what was going on.
Yes.
So, and then my son got the pentagram on his back and
okay.
Everything. So
he got a pentagon. You said he got a pentagram on his back?
My son did. My oldest son did. Yeah.
And what do you mean, as in when it was on his back?
He came out from the shower and I saw him on the back and I said,
well, then we're dealing with something else.
Yeah, I think I cannot find out who is who anymore.
No, don't worry, no, calm down. There's something else comes to you in a different way. It comes through a magical way. So that sign, the pentagram, people think it's a magic symbol. That's all it is. And with that combined with other symbols, it can either make it good or bad. Like here's a thing I said. Like black magic is either good or bad. It's all the same magic. It depends on which way you use it. So depending on the observer, something like that could be just trying to sell you something in a way that it goes too deep. But when it says biological, you also sent me some pictures of it looked like I could only describe it as a jellyfish thing on kind of a line of on your skin.
The big line in the living room. I think that had to be something with entity because Tom Dongo is a good friend of mine.
Okay.
If he could use the pictures. I have a ton of pictures and I have them all on my phone and I don't know. I'm not the technique. That's not me.
Yeah, well, you don't worry about it. They're happening for a reason. What we're here to do is to figure out what happened and what is the end message and what are they trying to say to you?
Okay, so
I wouldn't say it's anything to worry about, because it happens to a lot of us, you know. So just tell us what you thought of when that happened to you, when you woke up at that end, it looked like that thing. What was your first thing you woke up and you saw?
There was nothing. It was just like a rush through my bedroom, and I thought, okay, it might have to been a cat or something, but there was nobody in my bedroom. The windows was closed. It was
okay.
Maybe a little under a year ago that happened.
Nora asked her if the pentagram was upright or pointed down. So do you remember if it was upright or pointed down?
I only remember there was 5
points,
but
yeah, okay.
I don't remember. I cannot.
Well, I think that's a thing of perspective as well, because it depends on if it was done from upside or downside. If you're standing upright, or if you were hanging from a ceiling, which most do, they would do it upside down, but usually upside down. So upside down, it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. But it's a great question, though. It's a great question.
But I will check later when I can come into my phone. I will.
Okay,
check.
yeah, of course. You have some photographs there. Yeah. So Nora also wants to know, were the marks on your upper arm or lower arms?
On my inner arms.
Inner arms. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I get you. So inner upper.
It was from my hand when my hands start.
Okay.
And then almost down to the elbow.
Okay, so around here.
Yeah, and it was like a V shaped.
Okay. I get you. I'll just do that so we don't mess up the audio. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. We don't want to jinx it. Okay. That's. So let me just read the second page, because this is the second page. And see, this is. How long did it take her to decipher this? If you don't want to, first of all, how long was it? You said.
Oh, I had it at evening, so.
Oh,
I didn't.
Okay. Okay. So anyway, I am of load. That's it. New World Order Shepherd Agent X. I am an extraterrestrial World A. So then, and on EI41, that's 2U2, that's the ZB question mark. She's not too sure what that means. I am 106 would 106B. Yeah, this is information to something else. 1060 busy. Be your systems old, and that sounds like a be your systems ye old systems. Your pills re-entry. No, that's your pills. So your puts extraterrestrial J agent. So I think what I'm reading the name. Dispatch of Army C2 number 11. You see the COVID. It does look like it's not Cohen. Cohen W.
COVID is mentioned.
It does look like it could be COVID. You are a friend. You are all friend. JPad. ET. Here's what it says. Heaven's Tor, right? THOR or THEOR. I wonder if that says Tor because he was a known agent as well, or is that Tor as in THEIOR, or it's maybe she just put it. That'd be interesting to ask her, because there was an agent known that I think he was meant to be the embodiment of Tor, whoever that was. That he was meant to be a secret sleeper agent. You two are good. There's, and then heaven, error, ET to ET, God. Good. So what did you get out of that one as well? Did you think that they were talking about Thor on the second one? It says heaven's Thor, ET, I good, heaven's Thor. I'll show you one.
I haven't been thinking at all.
Okay. Oh yeah. It's. I know. I understand. I understand. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm gonna try to keep talking about it and see what they come up with as we go on. They might be able to give us some answers. I'm doing the worst translation, but let me see. I am your world's ET. So in other words, he's over this realm. He's obviously the super that's involved in this biological warfare that we're having now. Lucifer. Now, Lucifer be John's hand. Who's John? Yes, I am the world's ET, official department. Me will provide assistance. So now we're getting into where we can actually understand a little bit more. So let me just say that Lucifer be John's hand. Yes, I am the world's ET, official department. Me will provide assistance. C, we have your back. Q. Now, Q, what do you think Q means? What do you think that means, Naya? Do you think it's Q? They're on about QAnon. They're on about, Q computers.
Well, I don't know if it's hint about Q.
QAnon.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
There's a lot of stuff named with Q now, isn't there?
I must admit that if after all that I have been through the last few weeks, you can tell me anything and then I would believe it.
Yeah, I get you. So, well, I'm going to try to keep going. Nora says hold it up to the camera. I will in a second. It's getting into more constructible language now because she must have been deciphering a little bit later on. Right, Q. Right, QAnon. Q refers to tech support in this case, not QAnon. Well, tech support, okay. Yeah, tech support. So they have our back of tech support. Thank you so much, Longreach One. I'm cucumber. They have a big old cucumber up there. They're going to hit us with a big cucumber. We're going to see slices of cucumber all over the world. They're going to be laid down and put them on our eyes and have a great old rest. Imagine that. Imagine shit like that happened, and I just fucking told you here that a big cucumber is going to come up in the sky. It's going to look like one of them. No, let's not go there. That's just nuts. Let's keep going with this shit. I'm sorry. I'm fucking mad. I'm mad. I see. Here's one I find interesting. I see extraterrestrial 5x5. Now, the 5x5 reference to me 5x5 means a grid. So you're in a 5x5, 5x25. If it's a cell. So you could be a cell of a phone. You could be in a telephone. It could be in a cell because most prison cells are 6x12 or 5. But you can have a 5x5 if you're in the hole. They're usually about 5x5 because you don't want them. So that could be a grid where they can see everything you're doing. Or they could be trying to unlock something that's in a grid in your mind with the next sentence. Because the next sentence says, extraterrestrial biological atom or pod. So it's basically talking about an atom and a biological atom that's a pod. Which is, if we can think of that in the terms of today's stuff that's going on, they're trying to put biological stuff into us via a pod. And I would say a pod in this case would be an injection. Now, I don't want to say any more than that, and that's all I'm going to say because a lot of people think that is microbots or, micro technology that they put into us that changes little robots on a micro level that we can't even see, But listen, that's just mad. 5x5 means we are to share video links, tweets, posts that we find interesting with 5 people, and they have to share with 5. Okay, so that's one reference to it. That's a good one. So you have to share with 5 people. So it's kind of like a chain mail. You wake 5 people up, they'll wake 5 people up, and so on 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 and so on. But maybe. So. Let me see what CIAU UC. Okay, CIAU. Well, yeah. Okay, CIAU too. So, danger zone, best known as the UN. So the UN is referenced here as a danger zone. Where are the UN at the moment? Middle East? Are they always in the Middle East?
I don't know.
Are the UN in the Middle East? Anyone tell me? They're always over there doing stuff, and it's mostly Irish people just told to go and keep the peace. Poor people. MFI, a motherfucking agent, a motherfucking Indian. Sorry, a motherfucking I don't know what. Mark Fewings interrupt us. That's my new name. Mark Fewings interrupt us because I keep interrupting. Okay, so that's what was the question I asked you? Oh yeah, the UN. Yes, Middle East. So it is the Middle East. They are in the Middle East. So they say the danger zone is the Middle East. Now here's a question: have you seen a lot of UFO at the moment are being seen in around the Middle East? In over them areas which are war-stricken and places that are kind of deserted because of past discrepancies by other countries. Let's just say. So you have places over there that no one's around. Maybe it could be that that's where we're going to see these. How would you say an alien ship come down on the White House lawn? But just we'll have it in the Middle East where Jesus is born. You know where Jesus is born underneath that star somewhere over there. Wasn't he? Is that where he was born over in the Middle East somewhere?
Yeah, Israel.
He was born over there. So maybe that's where they're going to pop up. You know.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So the next one here is Reddit. Trend. Thank you. Oh, so that's Reddit something. So the keyword extraterrestrial CQ. Okay, so you were talking about Q earlier on. Bethlehem. So Bethlehem. Victory ET. Check CV. So in other words, they're saying check my credentials, check my CV, but CV also made something else. So victory. I see a lot of messages from the future or from things like this. Are what they all say victory. So what I always say to in my own way, I think of it. If they're from the future, okay. If they're from the future and they're contacting us and they keep dropping the word victory, that means because they can keep coming back to us and they're not told not to tell us anything that will change the future. But every now and again, someone might just drop the word victory because they're excited. So I look at it like we've already won in the future. We just don't have to worry about it. We just go through years of shit. So I see victory in a lot of messages from different versions of these kind of letters that are decoded. So victory. Have you ever came across victory in decoding or anything? They say a lot. No. Extraterrestrial. No. So we're on the last page. Bear with me. We're on the last page, and then we get into some questions. Page 4. ET sees Q. Heaven ALA angel. Heaven LA angel. So they're kind of nice in a way, but you T Pine present alien. So they're asking someone to present an alien. Yes. So you have time present alien. Yes. Percentage. So that's a percentage sign rather than actual percent. So ET angels. So it's saying ETs are extraterrestrials or angels. That's, guys, presume that's what that means. I'll show you the picture in a second, guys. I am sleeper. You are sleeper. That comes up in a few things. I am sleeper. You are sleeper. We are one. No, that's good. We are one. Yeah, you see for 8 shepherds. Okay. Yeah. So let's see what did you think of when you read that bit? You see for 8 shepherds.
Because her last name is Shepherd, so apparently I was receiving letters that she had to see, because the word that was with blue said Agent 11. And it was, as I told, not blue on the original, so
yes. Okay. Let me ask you, long reach one. Long reach one. You love this kind of stuff as well. I know you have alien drops, because long reach one just said there, bam, the alien drop code. So it's a drop code that you got from aliens. That's all. You obviously understand this. Would you like to have a listen to it as well? Because she's my friend, long reach one. If we could pass on to her, if she wants to get something out of it as well. So you speak for 8 shepherds, you said. That's what it says. That's what it says on this. Let me show you the screen. That's what it
I
says
cannot
here.
see
No,
anything.
you know, you.
No, I'm sorry.
You're alright. You're alright. See if I can get. So there you go. You speak for 8 shepherds. I think it's in the middle of the screen there now, and that's just for the people on the. And then we get down to the bottom. Let's see. There's more comments coming in there now. You parents global estimates of squirrel. Surreal, not squirrel. I read that wrong altogether. It's not squirrel. It's not squirrels. Don't worry, the squirrels ain't going to take over the world, guys. It's not the squirrels. I just missed. That's one of them words that we put in the dictionary. Is Mark can't say that word. I cannot say squirrels. Squirrel. Where's the squirrel? Alan, come back here. Alan's gone off looking for a squirrel. Surreal, not squirrel. Surreal. I thought it said squirrel. It does look a bit like a squirrel. It's got 2 eyes and 2 ears and all on it. No, I'm joking. I'm fucking nuts. So apparently there's a squirrel coming down and he's a big old thing and he's got let me just read this right. Parents global estimate of surreal is yes. It is ETULA shepherd. I would is I. Okay. So for Amanda. And then it's old Q sleeper. C. Old Q sleeper. So we could have a squirrel roar on our hands there. So there at the bottom of it there says it's signed there by a squirrel. You can see his handprint on by the president of the squirrels. No, I'm joking. There's no squirrels involved, guys. Don't worry. We have an army of Allens for the squirrel war. We have loads of Allens there ready for the squirrel war, and they're all Jedis now. They're all Jedis. If you've noticed, I have loads of Allens. They're all superheroes. They're to save us from the squirrel war. Sorry, we're just trying to make a bit of fun. So that's my Allens. So that's very, very interesting. So when you first got it, obviously you sent it to her, and then when you got that in English, how long did it take you to read it? How many times did you read it? Did you read it 5 or 6?
I read it a lot of time and I didn't understand it, so I called her and talked to her, but I cannot remember everything she said. But it was
right.
It was a good message, she said.
Right. And so she's obviously seen. So she's a woman that obviously you go to, and a few other people will go to. Do you think that she has messages from other people, and she can now put 5 or 6 messages together and make obviously a longer version of this out of say 5 or 6? Because if that's 8 shepherds, that's one part of an 8-part message that you need to go find the other 8 people to get the rest of that message together. But I think anyway, we all get it here. If you're getting the download, you're waking up, it's already there anyway. So you don't waste time going looking for people. They will find you, I think. Because you could wreck your brain going, oh no, I have to go meet another 8 people and 8 more shepherds and give my message on, or message it to 5 more people. I think the way they think is if you think of it and you're thinking of someone else at the same time, that goes to them anyway to get the download too. So that's the way I think alien and information is passed on through not only this realm and other realms, but it's a weird concept. So when you read it the first time, and then when you read it the second time, did any point on the way reading it, did you completely get a different answer? Or even if you go back and read it now, will you get a different answer from it again? Do you keep getting more answers from it every time you go over it?
I find a bit more every time I see it, yes.
Okay. And have you tried? Go ahead, sorry.
No, the first 8 or 10 times I didn't get anything out of it because I couldn't connect the different lines, and as I said, there's some word that I don't understand myself.
Yes.
So
yes.
But she told me that basically there was someone looking out for us. They were on our side,
Yes.
and everything was going to be okay. That was the main
the gist
part.
Of it. The gist of it. Yeah. I get you. I kind of got that as well, almost as if they're telling us that, listen, you've already won. We're looking outside. This needs to happen, but it's going to be good times after, and you're looked at, so you're protected in a way. So, it's a good message. It's a very, it's a good positive message in a way. But what I wanted to ask you was, have you written it in your own language? And
not at all.
Not at all.
It for me, it's a million numbers and letters. Just
but just from the English, just from the English itself.
CIA. That was the main thing that I could understand, but I hadn't.
Because I know when something like this goes through the grinder. So say for instance, I translate that to Irish. Then I translate that back to English, and then I translate that from English back to your language, and then from your language back to English. It doesn't come back to the same message because everything is lost in translation throughout the years. So we're missing words. We're putting power phrases in instead of a sentence and stuff like that in certain languages. So we lose the gist of the message, if you know what I mean. So I was wondering if you read it in your own language or she writ down, which way would it structure? Would it structure in a different way where one word extraterrestrial might mean several things in your language or in certain other languages? You know where I'm going with that?
Yeah, but I think it's mainly the same because I hadn't studied for several years in this subject at all. It's so new to me, and
Yes, I get you.
There's so many things that I haven't.
Well, you're also on I want to move into this as well. You're also doing the paranormal stuff, and you've been doing that. You're saying that you've been doing that for years before the UFO. You kind of you got overpowered by the UFOs, and you what kind of stuff, if you don't mind me asking? Let's go from the first time you saw or decided to do something about what you felt around you, and maybe contact them or see something or even do. What was your first time you ever decided to do it at a young age, or did you do it at a late, later on in life?
It topped in, I think it was around when I got my first son, who's 19 now.
Okay, 19 years ago.
And it started like I felt something was choking me.
Okay.
Things started moving across the room, and it started after we found a toy in the ceiling. We bought a house right after the first case on the phone, and we found it on the ceiling, on the attic. So we took it down, and suddenly it just started playing by itself. No batteries. So it started there. So I called the Danish team who had some programs in 20 years ago. About they took out and fenced homes and so on. So
let me ask you. So that was a power thing. There was no power lead. There was no batteries, and it came on. What you said?
There was no what?
Did you say there's no power? You went into the new house and something came on with no power? What did you say came on? You said something came on? When you first moved into the house?
Yeah.
You said when you came in that something powered up. Is that right?
No, I said we found a toy.
That's a toy, and that switched on. Okay, I get you. A toy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, I get you. I get you. So the toy in the attic just switched on?
Yeah, it's just start playing together with two others.
Oh, wow.
In the,
wow. So three toys. Wow.
And my oldest kid always, before he went into his room, he stopped right before, looked in his room, and then went in.
Right, okay.
But
and that's your 19-year-old son, is it?
Then I forgot the subject.
Okay. Well, do you know what? So what I wanted to ask you, so if were the toys, they were battery operated, they were one of them twisty toys, or they were like... One of the twisty toys?
It was like a multi-toy with 5 sides.
Oh,
And
okay.
every side you could telephone, you could.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know the one you're on about. I know the one now you're on about. I remember them toys. Okay, that's interesting. Well, okay. So that's
And
when it
then
started. Okay, well.
yeah, and then we went to a summer cabin where
Okay.
I couldn't be up there. It was
Where was that?
yeah, men start screaming and things falling down dead again. I ran
Okay.
because my boy, the smallest one, started crying all of the time, and he didn't start. So, but I found out that they were buried in the spot in the summer cabin we were in. So
You were buried in it.
yeah, they were buried in the ground. So they was in the same spot we were. So.
Almost like a poltergeist thing where you have a house built on a fucking graveyard. That's fucking creepy, man. That's mad. That's mad. And did no one tell you? No one tell you before you moved in?
No.
Wow.
No, it was just for a week. We had
a week. Okay.
Rented some cabin.
I suppose they're not gonna put that on the advertisement. Oh yeah, come up where we buried loads of people in this cabin. You can spend the weekend. That's probably not the best way to sell something. But really, okay, that must have been a really weird weekend. That must have been. Was it all weekend?
It was a week.
A week. Was it all week that happened then? All week.
All week, yeah. Oh. And it started the first night. We sat in the living room and started to eat, and the small one saw a picture, and oh my God, he's so ugly, he said in Danish, and I just looked up and said, wow, he's here. Okay. So
have you seen it? Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw the picture. It was a painting of him hanging in the kitchen living room.
Okay.
So then I mostly just the paranormal. I didn't do anything about it. Okay. But when I moved in this house I'm living in for 3 years ago. September 3 years ago.
Okay.
And I know there was something in the other house I was living in because the video you see where they manifest in front of a camera. Mm-hmm. So I moved and thought, okay, now I'm going to have peace and quiet around me and new house. And when I moved in, the landlord said, you can see 7 churches from where you live. And I thought, just for fun, wow, I must be pretty safe here. So the first year nothing happened. The second year it started by that was growing fairy rings. Do you know them?
Yeah. I know
Danish. Yeah, there came 2 in the garden, and found the video that I didn't take that you have seen with the orb portal, and a lot of shit happens. Really change in temperature. Mm-hmm. Yeah, men talking, men telling me they love me. Go to bed, go to bath.
Voices?
There was somebody, it was a man, and he was, like a drunken, smoking, and
husky voice. As if he was I get you. Yeah, I get you.
Him telling him he loved me, and my friend got fainted, and the kid got scratches. And
oh wow! Okay.
So I reached out, tried to find some clairvoyant, what it's called, to help me. But when they have seen the movie, the 4 minutes movie I told you about, when they saw that, they didn't want to help me at all, and said, where do I go now? So the last option was priest. Mm-hmm. There's only one Catholic priest in Denmark who is allowed to make exorcism.
Okay.
from the Vatican, so he had permission to do it. So I worked with him for 1 year, and then the COVID came, and he was a bit older man. So
Okay, so where he left off, is he still around? Is he still
now I stopped the.
Okay.
In some ways, I felt that when I took the rice, it got worse.
When you took what? Sorry.
Sometimes I felt it got worse when I took the priest's advice.
Oh, okay, okay. So okay, I get you. Yeah.
So more pulling in hair, open, closing doors, all that.
Okay. So, we want to ask us now what nationality you are.
Huh?
What nationality you are? Dutch, isn't it? Dutch?
I'm from Korea, Seoul, but I'm living in Denmark now, so
okay.
I got
Okay. So you're from Korea and you're living in Denmark. Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Well, what a combination. I'm Irish and I live in England. Fucking nuts.
Wow.
I don't have an English accent. That's one thing I won't be getting. Fuck that, man. Imagine me walking around going, "Oh, fuck off, you fucking cat, fucking yeah, all right, fucking." Imagine me walking. Just wouldn't be the same. Alan wouldn't be the same with an English accent. Oh, fucking hell, fucking break your fucking nose, you fucking can't. It'd be different. It'd be a different Alan. It'd be a different show. So it's a great combination. Great combination. So you've been in Dutchland since how long? Since you
Denmark?
were? Oh, sorry. Where you are now? How long have you? When did you leave Korea?
I think I was 9 months.
9 months. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. So at a very young age. Do you remember any of it? Do you remember any of it at all?
I have no idea where I come from, because the story I was being told in my whole life was that my biological mom put me on a step to a bar, and I don't know why she said bar, but that was so there was not even. I didn't know what to ask anymore, because I don't think I can find my biological.
Okay. Okay.
And I don't know if I have been stolen or if I've been bought or.
You've been put there for a reason. That's what you've been doing. So that's what we're all here for a reason. We just don't know what the reason is yet. That's all it is. We'll know eventually. We'll know eventually, and that's the great thing about life: finding out what the big mystery is. And if we never find out, we can always come back again and start again and do it again and do the whole journey again. You know, we can keep going back and forward like a Groundhog Day, up and down like a horse knickers or whatever you want to call it. Like up and down like an elevator is probably more convenient to say. So up and down like an elevator till we get everything right. But I don't think we ever leave this realm without doing everything that we were put here for. And so we keep getting chances. But you know, you're put there for that reason, and you're on this show to tell your story. You've been given these messages for different reasons, and it seems to be, all good. Apart from the fact that now this whole situation, we will call it, as sort of put a dampener on everything. So, you know, you could maybe have continued with the priest for a little bit if this situation had happened, and that might have, you know, helped out a little bit. But I found with the exorcisms now. I don't want to go too deep, but I found exorcisms, they seem to start off with, they don't do you any good for a little bit, and then they go fucking really bad where you think you're gone, and then you come back, and that's kind of when it works, because it's almost as if you have to go through hell to get to heaven in a way. That's what exorcism seems to be about. So, but then again, go ahead.
2 of them.
Sorry?
I have got 2 exorcisms.
You've had 2 exorcisms, and what's so? Tell me about the second one, if you don't mind.
I'd rather tell you about the first one.
Oh, well, the first one, yes. Anyone will do. Where ears are open. Ears are open. We've got sound. We have sound. Alan, have we got sound? Are we good for sound? Yes, we're good. Go for it. Go for it.
Well, I was going to a 4 conversation with a nurse because there was 4 to 6 month waiting time, and they wanted the one who called to get to a conversation before going to Lars the priest, because some of them needed medication, others. But anyway, I came up to her, and we sat there talking, and suddenly I have to whiplash, and suddenly it just started. It was so painful in my neck, and she said, "Take a drink of water," and I had my coffee from Starbucks. No thanks, I'm fine, and it's getting worse. So at last, I took a glass of water, and I just started yelling and screaming, cursing, and crying, and apologized because I knew what my body was doing. I just couldn't control it. I screamed at her. I knew it was fucking holy water, you bitch. And I don't talk like that to anyone at all. So I got in at 3 weeks after he also saw the star on my son. So I went to conversation for a year, I think it was, but I stopped that.
You went into the conversation for a year?
What?
Could you say what was your last sentence? You stopped for a year?
Yeah, I stopped because it kept getting worse at home. So I think.
Okay. Okay.
And I have heard something about Catholic priest, and I just was right to stop. So.
Being an Irish Catholic, I can tell you probably what you heard is probably a mixture of the truth and the truth. So
Okay.
you know the truth and anything but the truth. So you know we've heard some weird stories. I was raised by in towns with them, and I was talking to my sweet dearest Nora earlier on. No one there. I was saying to her, you know, about my schooling. I was taught by Christian brothers. So we had the Catholicisms all in us, and we were go to church and all that. So there is a lot of stuff in there, but they also, some people believe that the whole, so you know, you get a decent one, they will give you as much help as they want because they have kind of splintered off, if you know what I mean, in their beliefs, but they don't want to be seen as splintered off, if you know what I mean. There's good ones and bad ones. So you can say there seems to be a lot more worse ones than there is on that side, but it's finding the good blend. It's kind of maybe finding a good blend. It doesn't have to be a Catholic priest. It could be anyone who believes and who knows how to do an exorcism. It doesn't have to be a priest. You can get a priest. You can get a priesthood online. You know what I mean? I could be a priest.
Yeah.
I could be a priest of Alan. I'm his priest. That's what we do. We'll get him. We'll make him be a priest. That's what we do. We'll send off for a certificate. But you know what I mean? I think that you need to have trust in the person as well to build up something where you can't just come in and go strike it with holy water and say, as you see in The Exorcist, get out, you demon. You need to sit down and have dinner with you first. At least invite me to dinner before you try to exorcise me. Maybe, you know what I mean? Buy me a drink first, at least. Something like that. So we have Long Reach on here. She says she's going to pray for you and your family. A lot of here, we get a lot of beautiful messages here because I relate, and I know a lot of people in the chat relate as well because I have voices in my own head all the time asking me and doing stuff, and that's why I created Alan and other people like that to make these versions of me a little bit more funnier. This guy will tell you what I heard from an alien. This guy will tell you what I heard from a meerkat. And this is one I heard from Batman or something like that. You know, I just trying to make it lighter in a funny way because it can become overwhelming. And when you sit on your own and if you're reading that message, just reading that myself, I was getting the jitters, you know what I mean? I could feel the butterflies in my stomach because you're seeing stuff you haven't seen, but you know there's extra layers to it that you're not getting right now. So we all relate to you. We all relate to you. It's an amazing story. It's an amazing story. So what is your kids? They see these things too. Then do your kids still see these things with you? They experience the same stuff as you at certain times.
My little one could see them.
Okay.
And hear them, and the big one could hear them.
Now
we can see them also.
Now we can see them.
We all are pretty in this family, I guess.
Right. Okay. So do you think it's a genetic thing? Do you think it's a genetic thing?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't know my roots, my background.
Yes.
I have no idea if my mother was a witch or she was.
Impelled with other stuff. I get you. If she had some psychological abilities that are above beyond, I understand. But it seems to be it's connected to your family. If you can see it and your kids can see it now, so it must be either genetic or just tied to you, your family, which is. Have you ever felt overjoy and do you get moments of overwhelmed with joy and stuff like that as well from just in certain sporadic times of the day?
I have my moments where I cry over everything, good thing, bad thing.
Okay. Very emotional. Very emotional then.
Yeah, and I get messages. For example, my neighbor came in and she said, "I need to talk to you. I have been out cleaning a summer vacation house, and there was a guy who committed suicide." And she said, "Can you see anything?" And I got hanged, and then I got shot. So I said, he hanged himself, and that he did. So a couple of days later, I got the number 3 and John. And I didn't know any John, so I wrote on my Facebook, "Does anyone know a John? I've lost a John."
St. John.
Or something. But I got 3.
St. John.
A shot, and 3, the number 3.
St. John 3.
Yeah. So I talked to a friend in the US. I didn't know her very much. I got to know her through a paranormal group. And I promised to help her, and I wrote to her and said, how are you doing? So she said, "No, we are not doing very good. Because my baby brother just shot his fiance and his name was John, and he had 3 kids." So I know, okay, that was that. I have done it a couple of times before, so I don't become about the energy comes before or after or in the middle. But
right. Okay.
Apparently they come to me.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because
so I get a lot of mixed emotions. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So it's almost like as if your empathic powers are on overdrive. You can almost feel everything, and you're feeling it on a different level. That's you can cry over. Yeah. You see something beautiful and you'll cry so much that it's like your tears are just flooding and you don't know why you're doing it. Yeah, I get that sometimes as well. The strangest times as well. On the bus, listening to a song, and next minute I just go, "What the fuck?" And there's a tears rolling down my eyes. I go, "What the fuck is that, man? I look like a pussy. I meant to be a big, strong man, and here I am crying on the bus. My head. I'm probably going, "Oh!" And people can hear me on the bus, but I don't. I'm not glad I don't cry like that. Imagine me on the bus. So where do you think that? Do you think that you're going to continue? Can I show them the picture of what you got?
What I got?
So the actual code.
Yeah.
There's what your friend deciphered.
No, she deciphered a whole page. Do you have
whole
the whole page?
No, that's just what you sent me there. The screenshot of.
Oh, I haven't sent you the whole page. Okay, but it was like
it
that.
Was like that. All the code that you were sent was like that in a way, in that kind of context, guys. So the person who decoded it has decoded it from this into language, so you can see where the discrepancy in translation will go and stuff like that. I'll send them to you with long read one, so you can have a look at them as well, and Johnny as well if you wish. And sorry, Nora, you're running out. But you didn't miss much. You missed us talking about probably squirrels. I think there was a squirrel president. He was coming down. He was going to sit beside me, and we were going to take over the world with squirrels. I know they were involved. There was definitely some aliens, and I think Alan got involved there. He didn't really miss much anyway, but sure, listen, you can always rewind the show and watch it later on. If not, you could just fucking, jeez, I don't know. I don't know, I'm lost. So the invited live stream says, "He cries every time we talk." God bless you, Johnny. Poor Johnny. Every time we talk, I go off on the mad one, and then I look at the camera and the tears are rolling down his eyes because he's laughing so much, and I don't mean to do it. because Alan just takes over. I think Alan really likes Johnny. You see, I think he wants to be his friend. So he did tell me if you can get a bat mask, if you can get something like that as well, him and you, Johnny, will go off out into town and get drunk. Well, no, did you eat water? And what do you out there see? I eat everything. I eat stuff off the floor. I eat out the bins. I drink fucking loads of stuff. So he's on for a mad one, but you have to get a mask like him, Johnny. So stuff like that will make him cry. I can just see him crying now. Oh, visual confirmation of the code. Yes, that is. Imagine trying to. When you saw that, did you see anything? Could you see a word? And then when you saw the blue part, you were mentioning that when you saw the blue part, it was different.
The only thing I saw was on the top NASA.
Yes. Yeah.
That was the only thing that I could read.
It's but anyway, Jesus, fair play. That's a lot of stuff. So,
Mark?
Yes?
Can you hear the man who's talking?
No, that's in my head. Is that not in my head?
I don't think so.
Oh,
there's a deep voice talking. A man with a deep voice, a very deep voice talking over us.
Do you know what it is? I think your other version of you is talking to the other version of me over us while we're talking. Maybe that's what they're doing. So we're having a conversation. My nut version is having the conversation. Whoever's there with you, he's telling him to go on and just leave and be good. And I think he's probably making him a pizza, maybe giving him some cigarettes. So you can hear a voice through your headphones. Is it or through the computer or in here? I'm going to turn this off. Anyone else hear that, guys? Can anyone else hear anyone talking? No. No, I can't hear it. Can you still hear it?
Yeah.
What's he saying?
No, he's not talking now. It's just now it's quiet. No, it's just I can hear him say 2-3 words while we talk.
Okay.
Like slowly in a deep voice, man voice.
I think that's probably Alan. That might be Alan's stomach growling. You know, that could be it. No, it's not really. It's not really. He's only a puppet. We have to make so okay, that's interesting. I couldn't hear it. I couldn't hear that on my headphones, but you know, but I sometimes hear that too. If I have my stereo here, sometimes I hear interference, which sounds like bass drops, and you can hear tones in your ear. You know, sometimes on a different tone.
Yeah, it's not tones. It's
it's actual voice. It's actual voice.
Yeah.
I get you. John.
The
go ahead.
Recorded sound I sent to you last. I sent it to a friend in Denmark.
Okay.
And she called me as soon as she heard it, and she said I could also hear there's a man talking with a deep voice. I just remembered that, but it stopped also after a while. But yeah.
Let me just long reach one.
So maybe it's my head.
That's my messenger. Top one, Mark Feelings. That's the one. Send me a request to that. So, do you ever? So I do that all the time as well. So I will hear a conversation, I'll hear it start, and I'll quiet my mind and listen to it. Do you ever come out of the other side and have a more understanding of a subject, a specific subject?
How do you mean?
So, say for instance, you're thinking about how to fix a car. Let's just do how to fix a car, and then you later on you don't know how to do it. So later on you start hearing voices in your head, and then you know eventually after later on you start to figure out in your head how to do it, and then you realize that you knew how to do it, and you just go back and do this, and it works.
No, I don't hear voices, and I don't talk loud, so.
But the sentence that you hear sometimes gives me information that I don't get firsthand straight away. It's like a murmur. It's like a hidden voice in the background.
I don't. Something is wrong with my telephone because Penny couldn't call me. She had to call me through Messenger. My friend get told every time she calls the number you've reached do not exist or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what's. But
you know what? It's weird shit. You know, My Siri turned on last night. I better not turn it on now. I wanted to do a video on that actually that you can get. Let me see if this works. Alexa, switch on. Has anyone there got an Alexa that just switched on? Alexa, play BBC Radio 1. I can talk to the artificial intelligence in your house via this and get stuff to do commands. Now, that's on a tone that you can hear my voice, right? Now, imagine that under what we're saying right now, under a tone that we can't speak, we can't hear, there is another tone speaking to our electronic devices in this whole place right now, telling it and listening in other stuff and going through everything that you're going. Do you get, and it can go on, I can get, Alexa, turn TV off. Someone who's listening later on, their TV might turn off on my voice command, but do you get what I'm saying? It's weird. I'm gonna open the mad one, but that's the way it happens. You might, while we're talking now, something on an undertone might be telling us, and then say tonight we will go away, we will dream, or we'll process it, and in a couple of days' time we might have some Gnostic knowledge from somewhere that we don't know in our system, but we just figured out how to open our minds to it. Do you understand what I'm saying in a way?
A bit.
Yeah, I always have voices, and normally I think they're talking shit. So after a while, I realized that if I stop one from talking and let them sort of, they've actually got a plan. And that plan comes back because I can hear all the voice a little bit clearly on to, say, for instance, a song that I make. I'll make a song or a video. And I'll wake up in the morning, the video will be ready in my mind. I'll just wake up and I'll do it the way it's in my mind, because all of these voices have stopped and sat down and talked to my, I don't know it because I don't always listen to them. But they're always there underneath. But also when we're on a Skype, on a live song, or listen to anything on your internet, through your TV, there's tones we can't hear, there's tones we can hear, there's stuff we can see and can't see that that affects us more than we know. Because we only see, as we say, 5% here, 5%. The other 95% is out of our spectrum, as you know, the paranormal stuff. So that could be them talking to us.
For example, Christmas 2019, so 2 years ago, I had my mom on a podcast saying, "You know that I'm here, right?" In Danish, of course. Some can hear what she's saying and some cannot. So that is a pretty good example, and that is how it is with most of my recordings. Kids saying, "Stay, mom, stay, mom, stay." So yeah, some can hear. I see spirits in green and purple, so I don't even have to look for them anymore. I see them in green and purple.
I get you.
Yeah,
I get you. I see UFOs in different colors. That's why I see a lot more, because I think I see in a different spectrum, just slightly different. I don't know. Maybe my eyes are fucked up. It's same with vision. With hearing. With your hearing, you might just hear a semitone less than what we all can hear, and that's where they could be talking to you. It could be. It could be. Who knows? I'm sure we could ask them. Hold on, let me ask one of these guys. Where are you talking from? Where are you right now? You're on the toilet? Well, get off the toilet then and come on and talk to me, will you? Hold on, he'll be in a minute. Fucking nutters. They're all mad in there. Certified crazy. There's some stuff going on here. What's going on? Moya, are you married? Are you married, Moya?
I'm not.
Not married. Not married. And also, do you have a YouTube channel? Do you have a YouTube channel?
I have one with 22 subscribers, but
okay.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Well, what I'll do is I will put your YouTube channel into this, or even if you want me to put your Facebook group into the link after the show, we can sort it out later on. Let's not mess with the technical stuff. Anyone wants anyone that wants links, it'll be in the description after the show ends. We'll sort it out. So yes, definitely check her channel out and check her posts out, because this is I could do more. I could do 1,000 shows on this, because me tell you one of my little stories then of when I was exercised by myself. So I went into a mad one and decided to kill all the demons from places that I didn't want to just even pretend that I was. I must have had about 1,000 of them in the house, so I decided to just go on a spiritual journey and let them rip the shit out of me, and then decide to go, okay, now you think that you've killed me, and you've all wore yourself out beating the shit out of me. Let me just show you what I have. And I end up killing a lot of them and throwing them in the kitchen. I was seeing them. I was seeing spirits. This is where it does turn a bit weird, but actually it turned out to be one of the best things that ever happened to me. I opened that window and I jumped out with 3, and I, killed them on the way down. I end up being set away because it was in my mind, apparently. I don't know. I think I jumped out, killed them, and jumped back up. I don't really remember that shit. But what it was I exercised my demons in my mind. I remember being thrown around not physically. It was in my mind, but I remember being thrown around physically. Like what you were saying earlier on. You have the mark, a lot of that stuff on me as well. I ended up in being sectioned and being brought off by the anyway. So that could came after that, but I had stuff in places that they grabbed either. That would have been. But I done that to myself because I could feel overpowering, like when you discovered the UFOs on top of your paranormal. I felt like another leg into me, and I couldn't hack it at once. Saw the other side to stop all cock blockers, as I would say, cock blocker demons, all these demons that won't let me pass them to see what's on the other side. I decided to kill them all straight out here. I also killed myself in the process, but I came back. Now I can see them sometimes. I can smell them actually. Sometimes it's a bit weird. But you have a sort of a deeper meaning of what's on the other side, or maybe I'm just very, very close to being sectioned again. So if you want to bring my address is up your arse and to the left. Right. So I try to make light of it that way. I saw them physically, and I made mincemeat of it. But I remember doing the whole the praying and the going over and over with the name of Jesus and stuff like that in my own mind. But I also was thrown around what I was doing. I wasn't throwing myself around. And that's where they showed themselves, as they do, because they think they're brilliant. And then I just kind of went off on a mad one, and just kill them all. But I trusted I would not trust. The only one person that I would trust to do an exorcism as me at that time wasn't available. So I had to do it myself. It was nuts, really. So that's my exorcism story. One of them. It was a bit nuts. There was a few other ones. I ended up being sectioned in a few mental health facilities for too many voices coming into my head and me not being able to make sense of it at the time. And then, when you get out the other side of the mental home or the whatever you want to call it, the mental health facility, it kind of does make a little bit more sense to you, because it's like your mind is rewired, but it's rewired wrong, and you have to figure out how to get the wrong version of yourself to the right version of yourself. And sometimes we end up in a nut house because we act crazy. Outside we just say sporadic stuff. It means nothing to no one. It means nothing to no one, but it's just your way of trying to figure it out, Some people say it's talking in tongues. Some people say it's schizophrenia. Some people say it's people can gain knowledge of other languages and walk around speaking French, say for instance, or Spanish, and they don't even know the language and shit like that. Have you ever woke up now in another language?
Not at all.
No.
Just boring me, so I have no idea why all this crap is happening to me.
Well, it's happening to you because I would say, this is my own opinion. This is not the truth or whatever. This is you have to accept your own truth. I would say it's happening because you're special, like ourselves, like everyone here. We're all special. We just don't know how special we are. But there is certain things about your stories that with the strange things happening around you and whatever, that could be perceived as watching over you, people watching over you, and protection. So I would take it with a with it as a beautiful gift, as a gift, you know, and keep, you know, trying to understand it as much as you can, you know, and don't say no. Just keep as much information as you can. You can always say no if you wish, but you know, at the end of the day, we're all here to try to get as much knowledge. And when you get it, when you get that knowledge, it's how you describe it to someone else. That's what I really struggle with. I really struggle to tell people what I see when I you know, go to sleep or have a vision or have whatever hallucination for no fucking apparent reason, or when I lose time. You know, have you lost time before? You said you.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Many times.
Yes. You know them thoughts. So can I ask you, what was your first recollection of losing time?
Oh, it was when I was baby. I was younger, but in the last, I think a year ago, I went up 3 o'clock in the night and smoked a cigarette, went out to the toilet, and when I woke up on the chair, there was 2 hours missing.
2 hours.
But I cannot find out about the time missing after the video, because it only takes 2 minutes and 1 minute what you hear, and it's about 2 minutes if it's not cut down. So yeah,
I find that it comes back to me. I find so I lose time all the time. I fucking walk around with a cup of coffee, then realize the coffee's gone, the kettle's on for another one. I don't even know where I've gone. I don't even know if it's this next day or the same day. And sometimes I think I go forward and come back, and I don't know because I'm not looking at the clock or what day it is or even what program it is. So you could be anywhere. But I lose times a lot, and I've been losing it for a long time, and it's something to do with my childhood. But whatever it is, I don't get it straight away. I put it down till I get it about 3 days later. That's about my limit. If it doesn't come to me within 3 days, oh fuck it, it doesn't worry. I'll have another one, and then I go off and I'm thinking about the others previous 3 days that I've lost time as well. So one overcomes the other, but it does all come to you. I think it does come to you eventually. You know. So what I find is, if you try to push that information out of your brain, it's like really trying hard to remember a dream. And the more you try to remember it, you'll fucking push it further away. So stop thinking about it. Pick up a book, read a book for it. Stop thinking about it, and it'll just pop back in when it wants to. And I guarantee it will. You know, it pops in when it needs to. It's like fly or fucking whatever that, fly or flight or run or fall, or just run towards it and get the information. It'll come to you, and it comes to you in weird times. I find information comes to me at the weirdest times. I'll be sitting here at 3 a.m. just about to fall asleep, you know, watching a movie, and then I'll think of something, and I'll get up and make a video about it. And I'm up for 12 hours then trying to perfect the video, and I'll go to sleep. The video will come to my head, and then I'll realize this is the next day I can kind of make it the way I envision it, if you know what I mean. I've already put the structure back together. So yeah. Losing time. What's the longest time you ever think you've lost? Do you days?
Oh, hours. I think.
Hours.
Hours. Yeah.
And is that in the last 3 houses you've been in?
I just sit and fall asleep, right up, down in a chair, and then poof, I'm out. And then I wake up when my phone drops out of my hands. Yes. So and that is where the letters pop up. So.
Yeah. I also find subliminal. You will find out some stuff as well. I like, you know, we all. Here's what we all do, right? We walk down the street doing this, don't we? We all walk down the street looking at this phone or whatever. And here's what it is. Here's the thing about it. Everyone who's looking at that phone, that's about all the information you get, right? That and all the shit that's going through your body, but you're not taking any notice of all the neurons and atoms and all that shooting through that give you billions and billions of particles of information that are out there. Not on a phone. This is structured information. Structured information that is given to you at a fucking drip rate. Now, if you walk around and don't look at your phone and start looking to the left or the right, and you say you're walking down a busy high street, and you see a signpost, WH Smith's or Walmart or Tesco's or whatever. By the time you get to the end of that street, all them letters, subliminally in your own mind, you don't realize it, you're making up sentences because your fucking mind's bored. So what I do is, you also, another way to hear, you also hear, I might hear one man say, I, five men down, am. And it's not really that you're just walking past them at the exact same time they're saying it part of a sentence. And then by the time you get to the end of the road, you have heard a full sentence of someone, you know, they're not the same people, obviously. So you're getting some minimal messages that you don't know because, say, for instance, you lose time. Other people lose time, but they don't admit it. That person who said, I am, might have lost time for that 2 seconds because he was structured to do that, to say them 2 words as he walked past you by whatever fucking means necessary. And then 5 men up the road, 10 men up the road, a wonderful person you might hear. He might have had a total loss of time and then realised that he had to say that and didn't remember it. And so on and so on and so on. And I do that just all the time in a way. And I try to figure out what the universe, we call it universal knowledge, try what the universe is saying. Instead of fucking sitting here and looking at this, go down the road, go past your busy high street, pick a letter out of every store if you wish, and try to bundle them all together like a conundrum of all letters and see an acronym. See if you can make a word or a sentence out of it. It's quite fun. We do it all the time, because when I say we, I mean humans, I presume. That's what we are here, isn't it? We're all humans. Alan's not a human, though. I don't know what he is. What are you, Alan? I'm Batman. He's Batman, so he's probably a bat. No, I'm a fucking meerkat, you spanner. He's a meerkat. He's not. Are you sure you're not a spanner yourself? So he's a meerkat. So you know. Anyway, so that's kind of what I busy my mind with. I busy my mind with subliminal messaging. You must be familiar with all that. Do you
define words?
So define words. So subliminal messaging. A flash on the screen, and then you walk out later on, and you go buy a Coca-Cola. You know.
I know what you mean. I got them all the time. Numbers.
Yes. That's what I mean. Even walking down the street like that, you get a flash of it. Yeah. I'll see Tesco's and is great. Well, that's my conversation. But I'll also hear people like a thing where I'll hear a part of a conversation like that. It's a flash, and then I make up my own conversations in my head. So, what's your that's mad stuff. What have you come up with your last subliminal messaging?
It's more like I just sit a place and suddenly a name pops up in my head, or a thing that for example, I went a week and was sure that someone had tampering with my brakes in my car.
Oh, okay.
And I just couldn't let the brake go. So 2 weeks later, maybe, I was driving up. It was snowy, and my brakes failed, but nothing happened because I was about to turn, but the brakes dysfunctioned.
Just stop.
So I don't know, when I get it in, it can take weeks before it happens. I can get names, I can... yeah.
I get you. It's weird when it happens, but you know what I like? When you're aware that it's happening, in a way, which is... It's weird to do. It's weird to do. I don't know why I can do it, and I only realize I can do it when I say I can do it. And then when you realize you can do it, you start doing it, which is fucking terrible, because then you start making up your own messages, which is fucking, because you're actually playing mind games with your own mind, and that. So just one of these guys in my own head does that to me all the time, which is a fucking nutter. But I also what I've done in the last year, since the situation has happened, let's just say since the beginning of this situation that's happening worldwide right now, I've changed my mind. I've changed my outlook. I've said to, in a way, I am going to see a glass of piss, and I'm going to pretend it's a glass of lemonade. I'm going to look at the bright side of everything, if you know. And by the way, this is not piss, it's actually lemonade. So I'm going to look at the bright side. If there's a bad situation, I'm going to try to see the silver lining in everything and change my approach as the way I look at it. So say, for instance, poor old Alan goes down the road and he loses his helmet, right? He loses his mask. I will say that you lost your mask because someone else needed one. That's all it was. Someone else going to pick that mask up and they're going to need that, right? So I try to look at it like that from then on and see if I can, if anything else, if the universe will tell me any other different than it has been telling me when I've been looking at it the other way. You know, when I look at the glass half empty, I've been getting, okay, on with shit, but not as on with shit as I've been getting on with when I'm saying the glass is, there is no fucking glass. Don't worry about the glass. You know what I mean? You are the glass. When I've been looking at it like that, I came a long way in the last 2 years, you know, the YouTube thing and all that, and it gave me a little bit more confidence. But I think it's just a way of looking at, you know. I suggest that to try that to as many people as possible. Anyone want to try that? Just say, for instance, I don't know, a bush runs over your foot, right? That's the worst. I can just think of the worst. The bush runs over your foot. Just think that the reason why that bush ran over your foot, you needed a new pair of shoes. Don't worry about your toes, something like that. It was the universe telling you something else rather than ouch my foot, you know. Because, but I found that it's an awesome way to look at it, because then I found that the messages coming to me were a little bit more clearer. You know, they were put out in front of me in a better way. So I would see a nice flower and think, oh, nice flower. Sorry, I didn't know what to say then. But you know what I mean? I could see, because a nice flower is just a nice flower. You can't see anything. But you know what I'm saying? I just looked at it in a different way. It's like tilting my head that way. I said, I'm going to look at it that way. I'm sick of looking at it that way. I'm going to look at it that way. And it looks better from here. And the universe is talking into my good ear now, my good ear, so I can hear it better. And then we get stuff like these, you know, your messages from you don't know who you're from, and then you see the goodness in it, and you see that there's someone, as we've been saying tonight, that there's obviously someone with you that's looking over you, so it's good. But messages like this, open yourself to the universe, be positive, be positive. So when was the last time you lost time? I think I lost time today.
Couple of days ago. It can happen 2, 3, 4 times at night. So I'm not writing it down. I should maybe do that, but I don't do that.
Yeah.
I can keep hearing that guy talking. Can you not hear anything?
No.
Damn.
I can hear typing. Are you typing?
No, not at all.
Well, I can hear typing. So obviously, somebody is typing as what we say, or just writing down what we say for information. But it's fine. It's probably the CIA, FBI, HBSC, TSB, Tesco, ASDA, all them ones that are made up of letters. Them ones. Everything is fucking made up of letters.
Look at my pictures.
What other kind of stuff can we say? CIA, MIA, MI6, MI7, MI. I am 47. By the way, he's 6. MI, and then we have who, the KGB. Let's invite who else wants to come in and have a listen. We have the USA, the Irish, all of them. Sure, they're all welcome. I will just all them letters.
Don't give my address, please.
No. Do you know where I live? I live down the lane and around the corner, and then if you go around that corner, it's just down the other lane, and when you get to the bottom of the hill, you've gone too far.
Okay.
That's where I live. I'm joking. They all know where we live. Who cares? They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care. It seems like you have people and angels and guidance around you that won't, but only let certain things happen to you. So do you feel that you're going to get another message like this soon? Can you feel it? Can you anticipate it sometimes when you get contact?
No, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem taking the two things as two different things, because the UFO thing has felt more than the other thing the last weeks. So
Okay.
and when I looked at the messages from that come in on my phone, I just, why and how?
Why now? More
And then I just,
mystery.
yeah, and then I just, am I the one taking them back, or what is happening? I don't know. And then now it's happening twice, and I have fallen asleep both times. So it must be that way, apparently. So, yeah.
Goodbye, Long Reach One. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you soon, sweetheart. Thank you so much, Long Reach One. So going forward, do you think we are going to see disclosure soon? Do you think that's why you're getting this message, because it could be a direction to disclosure?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The video, the one you got, I have had in 4 months on my phone. I have hit it, but I had not listened to it. And the other day, when the mark came on my back, I just went up my phone and saw the face with the blue mane, the face smiley. So I listened to it, and then I heard the things you also heard.
Okay, I'm looking for that video there. Oh yeah, okay. So, what do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be White House lawn, big spaceship? Do you think it's going to be infiltration of the people who are open-minded like ourselves, who have been into the conspiracy? We say conspiracy, truth. Let's say truth. Do you think they're going to contact us to contact them to let it be more known? Do you think it's going to be where they're going to come to the world leaders, and the world leaders are going to present it as a here they are, they've always been here, here's the big secret, and that's the way it is? Is that what they're trying to tell us?
I think it is, because if I wasn't allowed to hear that message, believe me, it wouldn't be there. I have got things from my phone deleted. I got conversation up to 6 months when the whole paranormal thing started got deleted. Not before and not after, but this half year, everything was gone. Pictures, videos.
Yes.
So yeah, I think that I think the message is the way to what's it called? To a disclosure. It helps. It's part of it, I think.
Okay.
Receive the letters. It is completely insane.
Well, it could be. It could be insane, but I don't think it's insane. And a lot of people here don't think it's insane either. You know, I don't think it's insane at all. You're definitely not insane. You're the box thinker like me. So never think you're insane. You're not insane. A lot of people here have been agreeing with you all night, and we don't think you're insane. You're a special person like we all are. That's why we all are here talking truth. You know.
I can't see anything.
It's okay. Don't worry. It's okay. It's all we're looking at is me, which is quite ugly, and then a picture of you on Messenger. That's it. That's all it is, and it's quite good. It's quite entertaining, you know. So another thing about that message could be, in a way, your message to understand disclosure when it comes. You know,
yes,
in a way. So when it comes, that you go back to that and go, oh, it makes sense now. You know, it all makes sense now, but you need to see the bigger picture in a way, and then you might look back at this moment. You know what? I had that right. I was right when I first read that the first time, and then I got everyone to describe it, or that my person. She was right. She was on the money, but it could be just your your DNA structured version of how you could understand what's going to happen in the next millennium or next billionaires or next couple of years. You know, we don't know when disclosure is coming. May I ask you, when would you like to see disclosure, and what would be the best of it for you?
Just tell people what we already know.
Okay. Yeah.
I have pictures with the black boxes with camera in the sky around me. I have things flying weird direction. Something is going to happen. And when I sat before you called me, I sat in the window and looked out, and it just became dark right here. And it thundered again, and oh my God, I thought it's a bad sign. So we started out not very good. I don't know, but there is something going on now around different places, different universes.
Yes. Of course there is. There's a lot of stuff going on.
And the dark always, they have lost, and they know that, but they keep fighting. And
yes, I understand. Yeah.
Both the Vatican, everything. So I hope there's so many things happen around the world now with sites and UFOs. Weird.
Okay. I'm just showing the picture of the thing you were talking about earlier on that was on your legs that look they look like the tentacles, like the jellyfish thing. Remember you were saying about them using photographs? I'm just showing them, guys, so you can see how much the extension of as we were talking about earlier on. Sorry, I didn't have the photographs, but that stuff is very, very, as you can see, prominent on the skin and stuff like that. So I didn't mean to just change the tone of conversation there. I was looking for that video. I just showed the photograph of the smoke in front of you where you asked for the mirror as well. Can you see the mirror? Just to show people. I just showed them anyway. So my version of when you say, tell us all the truth and all that, and just tell us all the truth. But how do they present interstellar or interdimensional travel? How did they gonna? I think that's the next step, by the way. And I think this information, by the way, is coming from interstellar or other dimensions, and it's not sent to that big computer they would call whatever it's called, that one, it's not sent to the quantum computer. It's sent through the quantum computer only for us, and we hear it in tone. So I think that kind of stuff is in a way. But how are they going to present this free energy to everyone, and there you can just,
I have no idea.
In one go, is it going to have to be someone like this guy come down like an alien ship or an alien grey or whatever they want to think they are look like, or is it just going to be like are we going to see a Superman? I think it's going to be a Superman, but he's going to be made in China in a lab in China, one of them ones, and he's going to be the savior. And he's here to give you all the technology you want. But what you have to do is sign on the dotted line and make sure that you just put this chip in the back of your brain so he knows where you are all the time. Shit like that. There I think we could go on. But we have a decision to make. It's free will. We all have free will, don't we? We all have free will. We all can make a decision. We can all make a decision. Whether it's influenced by good stuff or bad stuff, we can still make a decision. Every decision is influenced by the decision before that decision, and so on and so on and so on. But we don't know where all the decisions are going to turn up. All our decisions could lead to a road where we have bliss, where you walk out. Imagine walking out your door tomorrow. Walking out your door tomorrow, and you walk into a beautiful town, it's beautiful flowers, and everything is abundant. You walk into a shop, and they just go, yeah, groceries. It's a free groceries day. Just come in and take as much as you want. It's free energy. 5 days a week, you only pay for 2 days to put money back into the grid or whatever it is. Wouldn't that be a great society? We wouldn't have to think about how much am I going to get for my rent. That's too much to think about. How am I going to pay my electricity bill? There's another layer of shit that we have to think about. What color clothes do I wear? What kind of headphones do I want to fucking buy? What color glass should I drink from? What kind of iPhone do I want? We have too much decisions on top of decisions that we don't even get the meaning anymore, because it's all, if we sat, as you say you have, and I know I have, sat in pure silence for a minute, you listen to whatever's going on, you get that kind of, oh yeah, that's what it is. And then you come back here and you go, oh, shit, I lost it. What was it? You zone in because you forget you need everything, and you've got everything at once, and then you forget what that thing is that you're actually looking for. It's a weird concept. It's fucked. You know, whether you have money or not, or whether you want, there's a moment in your life where nothing else matters but that moment in time, and you go, oh yeah, that's right. But it's very hard to maintain that. It's very hard to maintain that. You know. That's a weird one. I'm all deep. I'm all philosophizing about stuff that's probably out of my pay grade. You know, my pay grade. So in other words, I want a fucking raise. Give me a raise. Whoever's paying me to give all this information to people like myself and like Alan and all this kind of stuff. We want free energy. We want it now. Isn't that right? We should do a free energy. We want truth. We want it now. We want the free energy to go with it. And what also, I'm going to put one more thing on the wish list. We want to give Mia, sorry, I'm pronouncing that wrong. We want to give her a beautiful laptop, so when she comes onto the show, she can actually speak and we can hear her. So if we can do that as well, give her 3 laptops. We have one for herself and one each for her sons. You know, and if you want to throw in a bit of money there as well, you know, next time she's walking down the street, just a bit of money on the street, there you no one around, give her a couple of quid. So wishful thinking. You think good stuff, and good stuff comes to you. Stuff like that. Wouldn't that be great if we woke up tomorrow and it was just walk into whatever your favorite shop is, and it just says, oh yeah, no, we decided from today on money means nothing. Money means nothing. All I want is your love and your appreciation, and thank you so much, and we'll continue to give you the best service, and actually really mean it, rather than these politicians standing on the TV in front and go, we're going to give you the best service if you vote for us. But you know what we're going to also do is probably do a misservice by taking everything you already have away from you and restructure it with their label on it, so you can give us the money. That's what governments do. Anyway, such is life. So, how active is you have the group, don't you? You said you have a group as well.
Yeah, on Facebook.
On Facebook. What is the name of that group, if you don't mind me asking?
Paranormal Voices from the Grave.
Paranormal Voices from the Grave, guys. So if you want to go, we'll put that link in after as well. And what's the activity? You see the recent activity in your group? Is there a trend?
Not very many. It's Denmark, for crying out loud.
Okay, so there's 2 people there. Basically, you've got one person. You've got you and someone else down the road. Is it you and your 2 sons? Is it just you and your 2 sons in that group? God bless you. God bless you. Okay, so it takes a bit. Then it takes a bit. Okay, how many people have you got in your group?
360, I think.
Wow. Okay. Well, please feel free to share them in my groups as well. I have that UFO London one, UFO International, that's gone up to, it's amazing. Since this year, it's gone up 11,000 since the beginning of the year. 11,000 members.
Suddenly I was shut out, so I think, you must be mad.
That's you know, I don't even. All I say to that group is it's run by some people. They obviously have opinions and whatever. But if anyone has a problem in there, they should know I honestly just come and see me. But a lot of people have translation problems. So you would write something that meant as a comment, but it'll be in broken English, and some people get that wrong. And then also someone will put it in English, and a moderator from a different country would probably read it wrong and patch them out. I don't know how it goes on, but it's running itself. But you know, I just reckon if you hop back in and keep sharing your stuff, I'll make you an admin or a moderator, whichever you want. You have access to it. I want your group to grow. We get people who are not just in Norway, and see if we can get a sort of how would you say, the structure of what's being talked about in the paranormal community across the world as well. Because I know Johnny, I know Studios. Where has he gone? Can't remember. Invited Studios. They do a lot of paranormal stuff, and there's a lot of people in his groups as well that could be able to help people and give their visions of it or their explanations. You know, fresh meat, fresh meat, fresh meat. Yeah. Fresh meat for the grinder, please. Fresh meat for the grinder. So yeah, I'll send you an invitation, or just I'll send you an invitation after this and get you in, and just share your group. I'll add you as a moderator. Let's get your group more active, because also if you put a post in there, you could be waiting for an hour or two for someone to do and that's not a way that you want to be, living your day waiting for a comment so we can explain an answer you have in your head.
I'm a member in other paranormal group with 3,000, and half of them is just trolls. I never write anything in there because I just get pissed when people say otherwise.
Yeah, I get you.
But Mark, don't have so much power in my phone.
Okay, we'll wrap it up then. We'll wrap it up. So
no, I would like to talk to you about the sound message.
The sound message. Okay. You want to talk to me about the sound message? That's the one I have here. Let me see. You sent me the full one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Where's the full one? You did send me the full one. Don't touch your phone. Do not touch your phone. Do not touch your phone. You touch your phone, it'll go fucking nuts. So don't touch your phone. Okay. You sent me. You know what you sent me? You sent me two clips, 2 sound clips. But then you sent me another link, didn't you?
Mike.
Oh, here we go. So the ones you sent me. There's one at 12 seconds long.
No, it's 58 seconds.
58 seconds. Well, I have a 12-second one. Oh, there's the other one. Hold on, that's the one. And a 6-second one.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, I've only got the 2, sweetheart. That other one that you must have sent didn't get to me. Let me see. No, don't touch anything. I'll sort of do it. If you send it to me, it's in here somewhere.
I'm pretty sure I sent it to you.
Oh, okay. I got it. I can't play through my speakers. You know what I'll do? Hold on there. Let me just stop there for a second. Let me play it through my speakers, right? So we get people to listen to it. So what I'm going to do is just take you off screen. I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you. Everyone else won't be able for 1 second, right?
Okay.
I'll open this first of all, and what I'll do is I'll do the same thing as I'm doing with you there. I'll just share the window and listen to the 58 seconds or whatever it is, 58 seconds, and then we can get people to hear it. 1 second. The computer is slow tonight. I think the internet goes at a certain time, especially if you a joint line, so you're sharing that line with like maybe 15 or 20 people. And my kids. But yeah, there's not even 15 people in your country,
no,
There's only 3 there, so God bless. That's so horrible. But yeah, God bless. But you know what I mean. Sometimes lines are shared, so they go down at certain times.
Yeah.
Or certain weather makes them all mad, and I don't trust them. Yeah. They're all nuts. They have faster, quicker broadband than we can imagine. If you can travel at the speed of thought, imagine what else you can do. Right? Imagine what else from, if you can imagine a life where you can travel anywhere in this fucking world, or any world you've ever thought of, ever, right? With the speed of thought, wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be amazing? So that's the kind of that's anything from there is a you know that could happen. That might have happened. So I like to think like that. That's where my box still doesn't have a limit. I reckon there's a lot more than that. You know. So yeah. Faster than I can project through. I can think I am anywhere, right? And then if I want to experience that thought in touch, in feel, in sound, in sight, it's up to ourselves. Whether you want to do it during the daytime when you're awake, or you want to do it in your dreams, it's up to yourself. But it's very hard to tone into it. You need nearly need about a week to do it, I think. Let me find this fucking thing. Come on! Come on! Nah, it's not fucking open, man. It's taking forever. Fuck, man. Do you know what? I'm going to play you through this. And I'll play it through the speakers so we can hear it a bit more louder in this house. I'll blast everyone now. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? If anyone wants to the learning. Is that you, was it? Is that you going?
No.
Okay. I hear a few levels on that. Yeah. So guys, I don't want to share that with two. I'm going to share it with one person online because she can analyze it. If that's all right. And also I'll get someone to analyze it as well. Where is it? There you go. So that sounds like Cylons. It sounds like do you remember that? Do you remember Battlestar Galactica? It almost sounds like I would say metallic sound. It's got a metallic sound on it. You know, a metallic zoom zoom. Yeah, and a frequency where it's speaking via a computer language, you know, or what we would believe is a computer language, because what we hear today is a construct of all sounds we've been given in our ears, because we might not even understand, as we say, outside our hearing of what else is there. That has so many levels to it. You can even see when you, on the video, guys, you can see on the video that there's so many different levels to that as it's going along. You can analyze it. You can almost take some. You could take the bass down, hold the pitch, take your voice. I could do some of that as well. So that kind of stuff. It's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I send it off to some people to analyze that. I will get back to you as quick as possible. But that's what do you hear when you hear that?
Me?
You hear it as just a language?
I hear first. I hear a lot of bang as a knocks. Then I hear two people talking in a weird language, like spitting the words out. Wow, there's something going on out there.
Is there something going on outside your house?
It was just a giant star just blinked at me when I talked.
Yeah.
So then a bunch of metal instrument put down to my. It sound like next to my phone. The metallic sound I hear is what I feel is a UFO very close to my head, just hanging, saying that metallic sound. Then I hear drilling and working with the instrument and talking the spitting-ish language. And then I come in and say, I can't, on Danish of course, I can't.
Okay.
I can't. And that is my frightened voice you hear.
Yeah, okay.
And the last I wanted to hear, did you change anything in the clip?
No.
Okay, that is weird because the last voice is me saying, "Is there anybody here?"
Okay.
And I heard it like in slow motion now, like it was a man saying it.
Rather than
Wow.
yeah, I get you. Your voice slowed down, or I get you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, do you know what it could be? It might be my speakers as well. I have Sony speakers and they're more bassy. Like I have a lot of speakers there. Look at the speakers I'm
It
blasting
didn't
out.
sound at me at all.
Look at I'm blasting out the speakers that are bigger than Alan. You know what I mean? That's fucking mad. So that's what that came to. So you hear a lot more bassy on it as well. So that's why you could be hearing on top of your voice someone saying something in a smaller, and you could only be hearing the bass rather than your own voice. If you know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
very
it's
very
like
interesting.
child voice are ish. In some way, like they discussing in the beginning. First he says something, then she says something,
Okay.
and then the metal thing landed next to my recorder, and then drilling and working, and I have no idea what they're doing, but I know that I have a giant mark on my back now, and
So it could be an abduction, the taping of an abduction.
I'm pretty sure it was that, yeah.
Okay.
I am
Okay.
sure.
Okay. That's interesting. That's interesting. Well, the drilling sound, yeah, definitely. I understand what you're coming from with that. As we all can, can picture it. Wow, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. I'll definitely send that to someone, see if we can get some voices and get structure
That
to the
would
voices.
be
You know,
great.
be great. You know, just slow it down a small bit or speed it up. You know, you can try it on different speeds.
But the thing I said in the last, I heard it like it was a. Oh, I don't know if I should say it.
Right.
I heard it like it was a demon voice saying, I can hear whispering now. Jesus.
Well, you heard Jesus as well?
No, I hear whispering.
Okay.
Right in my microphone.
Apparently the word Jesus gets rid of them like that.
I have to turn the light on now.
Like that. So if you say I strike you in the name of Jesus, it's gone. Don't know. They're afraid of them two syllables. They're afraid of them two gods. They're afraid. Well, Jesus is two gods. Two gods. Yeah. So they're afraid of them two gods. Apparently, fucking God knows. Obviously God knows. So Jesus or Jesus or whatever way it's said, there's a certain way. There's a certain similarity in the vowels that when you say that in an abduction like that, you know, it seems to be, it puts them back on their heels and they fuck off. So it'd be interesting if anything like that or a holy word comes in at the end of it where you don't know you said it, or they might have said it, or you might have someone standing over you saying it for you. So there's someone, as you kind of explained, you feel spirits around you and stuff like that. Maybe one of them was there to say that word for you, and that might have been where you might have heard the voice over your voice, the slower voice. You know, maybe
that gave me the creeps.
Yeah, well, you know, we all have, as we could call them, guardian angels. So a guardian angel could be standing there saying them words for you while you were getting upgraded.
Yeah, somebody has listened.
Somebody's listening.
That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely someone's listening.
Sights, I hear deep voices. I hear like child voices in my microphone. This is
okay.
Voices before.
Okay, and let me ask you. I hate this is a very sensitive question, by the way. I have it. Have you been diagnosed with schizophrenia ever? Any? No. Yes.
I have been at doctors because of pain. I have gone. There's nothing wrong with me.
Okay, because I've been diagnosed.
Never depression. No, in hospital, in psychic. Okay. No, it's me.
Okay, so you've managed to stay on the good side of not going
so
on
far.
Well, that's good. That's great. That means you know what, you're stronger than me. You're stronger than me, sweetheart, because I've lost my fucking shit many times. I mean, lost it. You know, I fell out of here beating the shit out of police officers, brought to in the hospital. I bet the shit out of half the hospital before I was brought to a mental hospital. And then I was thrown out of said hospital for beating the shit out of people in the hospital. It was fucking nuts. That was the day. That was after I bet the shit out of about 100 demons here. So I was like a demon for about a month, but I wasn't really. I was just slaying everything. So yeah, fair play to you. You're a strong woman. If don't worry about it. If it gets too much, you can always just call me, ring me, talk to me, talk to someone who's a friend.
Yeah.
I
I must admit, I'm glad that I have gotten some friends who believe and can see the same thing, because I have only me and 3 closest
Well,
friends.
there's so many people like you in this world that see and don't say. So
Yeah.
I want to commend you on your brave womanship, braveness to come onto the show and speak about it, because I know this is your first time and you were nervous, and it's a hard subject to talk about. But believe me, there is a lot of people out there like you that see this stuff and say it, and some people don't, and some people don't like to then sort of elaborate on things. They just want to get it and go. So frightened to talk about. So I take my hat off to you. I take my hat off to you. Fair play to you for coming on, because it's a story I would love to do some more on. We call it code breaking tonight. I'll go over and listen to that as well. And I know Longreach one's going to have a listen to it, and we see if we can do something on it. But I would love. Go ahead.
Coded letter.
Yes. Send that to me after this, and I will send it the whole coded letter. I will send it, and we will see if we can get another translation for it as well in a better English.
Yeah.
I'll write it in Irish. I'll write it in Irish, and we won't know. I don't even read my own writing. I can't read my own writing, so I won't write it down. Definitely, I look at stuff that's in this book, and I really don't know what it says. I have TV programs. I've got ideas for movies. I've got ideas for skits. There's a guy I met. I met Goldie. He's a famous rapper. I have his autograph in here. I have all sorts of shit in here, and I don't know where I get it. I walk out with the book, and I come back in with stuff written in it, and I can't read the book. I can't read it. So I won't write it. We get Alan to write it. We get Alan to write it down, and he'll write it in. What are you gonna? I'll write it in meerkat language. He's gonna write it in squeaks and squeaks and squeaks, so we can't give it to him. But we'll try to translate into more easier structure if we can bring the words down and see if we can get someone to translate what that word means back into English and get another sentence there, because it's a very, very interesting story. And I think a lot of people in the world are like yourself right now. We're getting messages, because we're not thinking about what's going on outside, because we are above that. We know it's all for the people who believe in whatever that is. So we have our minds busy here, and we're doing all this on different levels while that shit's going on, and we find that it's probably the most productive time we've ever had, because we're alone with our thoughts at the moment. We're alone with our families. We're getting closer together as a community, even though they try to pull us apart. I've lost 2 channels. Many people in the chat have lost channels. We've all lost Facebook groups. We've lost profiles because of this stuff. New rules coming in. They're trying to break us apart, because we're all having experiences like yourself, like myself, and like a lot of people here, but they're not letting us talk together. So the more we talk, the more we, how would you say, unravel this mystery we call life. Which is a hard unravel. But if you ever picked up knitting, if you're ever any good at knitting, you'd be able to unravel a knot. So just unravel it quite easily, and it's very easily done. But it's very hard to look at the length of it, because it's a big long story, and we have to start at the beginning and end off somewhere else. And when we get to the end of it, where we go? Probably either back to the beginning again, or definitely better to a better place, because we have all of this knowledge. We have all of this knowledge we've got from here to bring on. So
we are here to learn, and to learn from us.
Yes, from each other. Yeah. If I wasn't sitting here talking to Alan, I wouldn't know shit. You know what I mean? I'd be sitting here talking to myself. Well, I'll probably get more knowledge from myself than I would from this guy. But we make got these little stories to ourselves, so we can I suppose say it in a way we can understand life. I can only describe life the way I understand it. Right? Exactly. I can only say to you that this guy here makes a wicked cup of tea, even though he doesn't, but I understand that he does, so I can understand that, and I can only understand. But anyway, it's weird. It's weird. So London Underground is here. Hello, London Underground. Welcome along to the show, and welcome to my good friend London Steve. Steve's in the house. A late comer. we were talking deep. It's a show worth going back to look at, Steve, because it's kind of very it's been deep. It's been eye-opening, and it's also it's going to lead to another show. When I find this information out for you, I'd love you to come back on and do another show. We can unravel what they have said and do another reading. I will try to get my pronunciation better and read it before I come on, rather than try to read it online and totally mispronounce every fucking word that's on it. Like I apologize, I mispronounced your name for so long as well.
Sound check,
So
yeah.
sorry,
Exactly.
And we'll do a sound check as well. We will definitely do a sound check.
That would be great.
But now I think we have it. If worst comes to worst, we'll do it this way, and this seems to work for now. We're now 2 hours and 2.5 hours in, so an hour and a half we've been on talking, which is great. Wow, what a show. So, is there anything you'd like to say to everyone? Because I'm gonna jump off now. I know it's what time is it?
That if you want to see pictures or
you know what? Let me. I don't want you to send me photographs. I can show the photographs here of the injuries, so we can. What I'll do is I won't take off. I'll just give myself a full screen so they can see. Take that off there. You've given me. And there we go. Now I've got the full
I
screen.
can't see shit.
No, you don't worry about it. I'll explain the ones I'm showing. I'm going to show the ones with your bruising. You know, from the so it looks like the blood is at the top of the skin. You know, where is that? That looks like it's on your back. That's on your arm. You can see what we were talking about earlier on. You woke up with these bruises on you. Isn't that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just showing the couple of bruises. So that they look like that. If you look at that, it almost looks like a UFO shape.
Yeah.
It almost looks mechanical. It doesn't look like a bruise. It looks like there's edges on it. So it's a strain in a way.
And
so
also this keeps staying there.
Yeah. That's interesting to see the shapes. Yeah. And then in the middle of the next one, we can see that there's something in the middle of it, of the bruise, that's actually not bruised. So you've got a bruise around something that's not bruised.
Yeah, and then in my arm, in my left arm with the elbow, I don't know what you call it, the inside, but when you get a blood test, I had 10 or 14 little dots on my one arm, but not on my other arm.
That's the one we were looking at there. Them bruises. Yeah, that's mad. Let me just go to the next one down. We have that. We've done the code. Oh, Stephen, you're a code breaker. Stephen, here's this guy here, London Underground. He'll look at this code now and tell you exactly what it means. Stephen, let me send this to you on Instagram later on or whatever. But just look at that. What do you reckon about that? He look at that and they'll tell you that it's the plan to make a spaceship or something. It's a bit blurred, Stephen, but there you go. There's a lot of numbers, a lot of stuff. We had alien speak. I will send that to you. Definitely later on, Steve, because I know you love numbers and codes. He is a code breaker to the limit where unbelievable. So that's why he's here. That's why he's just joined the show, because he's got the universe has sent him here for a reason, and he's a code breaker, and we're looking for code breakers, isn't it? Isn't it wonderful the way the universe works?
Yeah.
It's crazy. And here's the one with that looks like the jellyfish type of stuff on. This is your leg. Is this your leg or your arm?
Is it the V?
The V on it kind of looks like
it's on my right arm.
Right arm. Side. Wow. Right arm and inner thigh, guys. That's what she woke up with on herself there. So that's we're not going to say mutilation, but you get what I'm saying. And then this video of you asking for a spirit, I don't want to show that one because I will actually. So you can see you use the water dowing thing where you're asking. And the straw is moving on its own. The straw is moving, yeah. So you can see here, guys, someone's asking a question and the straw is moving on its own.
I have very many of them.
Yeah, that's very interesting, guys. That's a very interesting clip. This guy is asking something. Is to talk, and it is talking back to using a straw. Then this one I have on my channel. This is the UN meeting, isn't that right? The UN meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was not the one.
Well, the one where you have the woman in the parliament. What you saying? Where it's
yeah. I was. It was sent to me.
Yeah, I've got that one already. Yeah, that's the please refrain from any discussions about speech about this on cameras. Yeah, all this. This is someone talking about let's say yeah, all that kind of UFOs and trying to get it into the public eye, but actually being told not to. I'll put it out eventually. What's the one with the sun?
With the sun,
not the sun, the clouds. There's something in the clouds. There's something. Oh, there's some clouds. Is it?
Oh, that's my cover on my profile. It's my cover.
Oh, okay, I get it. I see something in that there. Okay. And here we go. This is the one with the smoke. The first one with the smoke in the mirror. The one with the smoke in the mirror. So you've blown some smoke, and you can see something in a mirror in the smoke.
Yeah.
You can see that, guys. Manifesting, yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you think that when you've done that, you could feel something there with you when you've done that?
I can hear them. They can call my name. They can call the dog or the cat, and they go out and from the room. Mostly at kids, and then whispering. So, but I can hear most of that. I have a lot of clips from.
So you can see that, guys, that it looks like there's something in the mirror in the reflection of that in the smoke. If you can make that just the mirror, and then you have something actually in the smoke. And so that's kind of what that picture is. And then the next one is just loads of pictures of you trying to get into the show. There's a lot of them. And then obviously the photo, we've actually the code that I put up on screen, Stephen. We actually have that on translated into English. I would love to see if we can get you to translate it into English as well. Now I think we should be both on screen.
But I haven't sent it to you yet, so.
No, not yet. But you will send it to me. Don't send it to me after the show.
Yeah, exactly.
So what I will do is I will send it to them, and then they can do the thing. They can analyze it and stuff like that. I'm just making sure that was all right. The rest was that was a hell of a try. Oh, there's one more. It's a Facebook thing. Hold on there. When the arms are in the shot. Okay. So this is another one with it's on your Facebook profile. It's a link to Facebook. You can see something in, looks like a three beings in the shot. Oh, that's what it looks like to me. Yeah, it's weird. It looks like one person looking one way, one person looking the other way. You can actually see the faces in these as well, actually. So there you go. You tell me that's not a face in that? You tell me that's not a face trying to get out of that? You see that? I'll even zoom in for you more. So that's what I see in that. I can see someone's face trying to get out. His mouth's open, and his eyes are there. So just at the bottom of the screen.
I've seen my mother here. I lost my friend here in March this year, and
well, the other guy. Okay. It looks like there's a small something in the bottom at the table as well. Isn't that correct? There's something small.
I have what we're looking at.
Okay, so the photograph you sent me, it's on your Facebook profile. It says when the arms are too short.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that one.
We're standing.
So on the bottom corner, it looks like a small person with a hood over or a hat.
Yeah.
And and they're kind of leaning onto the table, and then the other two parts look like one's looking one way and one's looking the other way. And the one looking towards the child is trying to get out of the picture.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is what they do, try to get out of pictures because they don't want to be caught in pictures. Wow, very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. That's a weird looking photograph. I've given it a thumbs up. But Jesus, that's amazing. That's amazing, guys. See what Steve's saying. Steve, man with the plan. It's always got a plan, but it's always written in numbers, so I read it. No, I'm joking, Steve. I'm joking. If it's the 19th, then it's at the least interesting coincidence. So it's not the 19th letter, but it is the 9th version of a letter, and there's 9 parts to this letter, Stephen. There's 9 parts to this download, or 8 other shepherds. There's shepherds mentioned, and there's AI mentioned. There's also St. John is mentioned. I'll send it to you soon enough. Hold off there. Hold off. No, joking. So it shows that oh, Jesus, you gotta start putting stuff on this screen now. Let me see if I can pronounce this right. And fucking forgive me. If it shows that Pythagoras numerology is the only one that is relevant, there are these other Symmetra, Gemara. That's one that I can't pronounce. Ciphers like English, Chaldean, etc., which are different languages. They have some relevance, but nothing like every base 10 synth. So stuff like that, I read and I'm no the wiser. I just know it said some words that I couldn't pronounce. So no, Joe, I understand that he's on about different types of language, different types of ciphers to decipher the language through. Here's a question, London Underground. Have you ever heard of Agent 11? 12? Which one is it? 1 or 12 or 1? Which one is it?
11.
11. Have you ever heard of Agent 11 and how they decipher? So we're using the Agent 11 decipher code, not the Enigma code, the Sigma code, or the Tesco code, or the M&S code, or the barcode. Or, oh, geez, I'd love a point. Now, I'm sorry I should go off totally there, and I wouldn't really have bar. Can you melt some of... Oh, what's she saying now? Can you melt some of cookie dong in oil for me, London Underground? Oh, he's talking drugs. That's not saying... No, they're talking medication. It's medication for the soul. I class weed as medication for the brain. So I would concentrate more than the... Oh, so that's okay. But let's go back into these other ones. Good for trippy music, gentle yoga. Okay, S equals 19th letter. I see what he means here. So you're talking... You see where he's going with this? So if there's an S in it, it means the 19th letter of the alphabet. If there's a B, it means the 5th letter, and so on and so on. So he said there's different versions of that. So we might be able to get a readable version of your letter. Your letter.
Yeah, that would be.
That would be amazing. This guy. This is why London Underground is here now. He's blowing my mind because I'm reading it, but I'm not getting it till after I read it. You know, it's like a joke. You tell, but you don't get straight away, and then later on you laugh about it. Oh yeah, that's what it was. That's what he's like. Is great. Not sure what Agent 11 is. Could he be some military? I think it said sheep. No, it didn't really say sheep. So did it say? Come on, load screen, load. Agent 11 could be some military code. 11 is the number used in a lot of these. Of the occult. It is indeed because it represents the Twin Towers, it represents 11, it represents, you know, we all see 111, it's the gateway, yeah. It's all that 11 synchronicity. Well, we're really getting to it. Brian Staley and I chatted on Facebook yesterday. I first thought so you thought it was 5 days ago? What? Let me put it on. So you spoke yesterday and you thought it was 5 days ago? Now I've lost the plot altogether. Oh yeah, I first thought about this 5 days ago. So he's talked about this stuff to Brian Stabley yesterday, and he's thought about this last week. When did you get this last week? You said you got this last week?
I must look at the date on my phone.
Okay. So what, Stephen? What day were you thinking about? 5 days ago. 5 days ago would make that. Monday, would that be right? Something like that. No, Tuesday. No, don't worry about it. So he was thinking about maybe Tuesday. I wonder, did he get the same information as you got around the same time, but he got a different part of it, and he's thinking about it. And he's talking about it to someone else because he didn't understand that he's now had to decipher what you've just given me. So that's what led him to the show, in a way. You know, you see code breaking, you know, he's a subscriber, so he pops in, and here we are. That could be a synchronicity that I would like to think has happened, because I do think that Steve here has got first-hand knowledge of what this could be in a way that we could only comprehend on a level that I know Stephen is well capable of. So thank you so much, Steve. I will definitely continue on with giving you the information, and we will get down to this. So if he's been thinking it for about a week, he's got a solution already. I know he has. You know, in his head somewhere there's a solution. I know there's one in my head, but my solution is just throw the fucking laptop out the window, be done with technology, run down the road naked, say fuck it all, and go to a section house for about 20 days, get the food, get loads of food, get a nice warm bed, don't worry about anything, and then come out just as, you know, smelling of roses. Wouldn't that be cool? No, don't do that. Do not do that at home, guys. You always see that on the TV. Do not do this at home. Do not run out of the street naked unless you live in a place where it's okay to do that. Well, then, of course, you know. I wouldn't want to deprive you of the law. But, no.
Mark,
yes.
I have to run.
That I was just going to say, it's been amazing. It's been amazing. I'm so happy to hear you laugh as well and have some fun with this, because I think we could have a great laugh at this and figure it out in such a great way that's more understanding for all of us. Because I think you were led to this show for Stephen to come to this show, and it's going to be something spectacular. So I want to thank you so much, so much. It's a blessing.
I don't know who's there, but thank you.
they all bless you.
Maybe we can talk when you have looked at the.
Yes.
You can just write in when we find out what we do.
Yes. We could. I'll try to get as much information as I can to everyone, and as soon as I can, I'll be in contact with you tomorrow. Anyway, we could set something up midweek or maybe next weekend. You know, before the end of the week, we will set up another show so we can actually pick the bones of this, you know. It'd be great, really great, you know. But we'll definitely do a sound check beforehand, and we'll have everything in place. So don't worry, guys. But thank you so much, Maya. It's been amazing, and I'm so happy you came on the show, and I'm so happy I met you.
Likewise. So take care, everyone. Bye.
God bless you. God bless you, sweetheart. Bye bye. Bye bye.
You too.
So that's been amazing. I think you need to. I'll take you off the screen. Oh, just close the tab on your not listening. Take it off the screen there now. Let's hit it. There you go. Now I have to take it off the screen altogether. Oh yes, I can. Oh, edit now. Remove source. I'm hoping. Is that right? Oh yeah, there we go. So I can take them off the screen. I'm trying to figure out how to do this in the background. So guys, I don't need them on anymore. Oh, my fucking ears. Oh, my ears are sweating. Oh, the old sweaty ears. Do you ever suffer from sweaty ears? I can hear my ears sweating. Shit. Oh, I can hear my ears. I can hear my ears sweating. That's fucking fractal, if I've ever heard of a fractal. Well, that was amazing. You know, I think we've uncovered a subject here that we could definitely expand on, because I think we have some all kind of coming together. We have some people in on it. Download, you say. The download, you say, sometimes in the last week was about using numerology to decode some of the Mandela effect changes. Yes, we don't know why we get the information, but we know we get the information. So we think we get the information to do a Mandela effect, but it's actually get to decode this. So we don't know how the machine works. We don't know why the machine works. We just know the machine works. Okay, and that's it. And when I say the machine, the spiritual machine, I think. So maybe it's a decipher for it all. maybe you've got the code to decipher a lot of Mandela effect, but it also comes across as a paranormal because I think, as you know, Stephen, as well, and a lot of people do, I believe the Mandela effect is very, very spiritual as well. So it's connected to the other realm. So I understand you. So the first one was the CDC, John Hopkins University. I was blown away even more when oh, okay, when oh Jesus, you're too fast. When I this fucking confused. 1 hour at the CDC change. Okay. That is the that yeah, okay. April last year, and how funny how it didn't compute her until this week. Well, where have you been, Stephen? I haven't seen you for a bit, so it's interesting. They have a Wikipedia page. They have a Wikipedia page for SARS-CoV-2 variant from the Alpha to Kappa. Okay, so we're talking about that much. I know people who went there. I walked to the branch of the university for 2 years. Okay. Oh, you just put this in closer. Here, have you met this guy? Hello, Stephen. How's it going? I'm Mr. Alien. That's me from the future. Do we look alike? Hold on, let me do it this way. Can you tell we're brothers? Well, not really. He is basically a version of me from a place that they're all made of pillows. So we have a pillow version of you somewhere, Steve. He's out there doing numbers. He's got numbers written all over him. He's a numbered pillow. And then we have a beautiful radiant pillow, which is Nora. So you're just a beautiful pillow. And then we have other pillows made of other stuff. So this one's made of me. See the book. Look at this. My eyes are different though. See, my eyes are cross-eyed. No, yours are. You've got big eyes. Anyway, moving on. Oh, where's he gone? He ran off. He's gone off. When are we going to get the Irish variant? Variant, whatever fucking it is. What are you saying? The bananas? Caught by bananas? Can only be caught by eating bananas. Oh, manginas. So it can only be caught by eating manginas. What's a mangina? Oh shit. Stop leading me down the garden path. Like the garden though. You know, garden. I'm missing stuff. Host of event 201 gets the S added to. He said Hobby University host of event 201. I know to event 201. I know event 201. I'm trying to get some of these up without them stopping the screen. I cannot be certain or not being from there through DCDU. I know this. Okay. I went to a match back in June. I've been doing some work for. Oh, there we go. This is where I asked the question. Now I'm kind of back up on my own conversation. I went to a march or two back in June. I have been doing some work for a friend's computer business. I would love to get back on to FE meetings. Yeah, I get you. I see Martin Leahy is planning a conference. Nice. We've spoke about this before, and I know you'd be able to figure this out, Steve. Do you want to do a Mandela Effect conference? Who wants to do a Mandela Effect conference in the UK with me? Come on, guys. Let's fucking do it, man. The only way I can figure out how to do it is if I go and put a fucking Mandela Effect song on during a gig and then talk to people during the gig about Mandela Effects. But if we could do a conference and flat earth, we have flat earth, right? Sorry, I should do flat. Just imagine that's flat, right? We have a flat earth, we have Mandela Effect, we have ufologists, we have all sorts of outside the box thinking. I think if we put the Mandela effect on the hashtag Mandela effect conference, we might get people in as well. Now I know you have the beautiful, beautiful flat earth following, but we'd also invite the flat earth followers, of course, because a lot of them. Isn't the Mandela effect a leadway to the flat earth, to the truth? Yeah. So I think we could combine them two, or we could put a Mandela effect. I would love to speak about the Mandela effect at this conference. Give me a fucking microphone to be fucked. Sick of talking to fucking 10 people. Just I want to say it and say it all in one go, and just give me a conference. Sorry, I'm biting at the bit now. That'd be great. That'd be great. That would be great if you could do that. Would you like to do that? Can tweet only but correct changes. London. I am glad you and Brian helped clear that up, so I can tweet only about correct changes. You're on Twitter. Are you on Twitter? Are you the Twitter man? The Twitter man. Fucking computer. I have a joint. What's like a soy boy? What's a soy boy? Is that a special food for only gluten people? Is a special gluten food? Soy boy. All three of us will go to Martin's conference. Come on, we need to make the numbers. Jeez, you're on it like a car bonnet there, aren't you? You just heard about it in your. Oh, can anyone? I'll message him after the show. Let me message him now. Martin, can I do it? Are you doing the conference? Oh, I fucking have to do everything myself, because if I don't do it, no one else. No, it's me. Can anyone else, Kim? Can I do it? There you are. I hear you're doing. I'm going to tell him you told me. I'm going to ask him, do you have any room for a little Mandela effect, little nutter in the corner? Just put me on a little chair. Give me a little chair. I could just put Alan in the corner, and I could do the voice from outside. So we'll just do Alan as a puppet show in the corner, talking Mandela effects. We could dress him up as Luke, and he's already dressed as Luke. We could dress this guy as Darth Vader, and he could tell him he's not his father, which is in a different way. What do you reckon? I sent him a message on Instagram as well. What do you reckon? Would you like to see Alan talk about the Mandela effect, like a Punch and Judy show? And we can punch. No, don't punch Judy. Is Judy a man's name? If it's a man's name, you can punch him. If you're a woman, you can punch Judy. I'm sure because women can punch women, can't they? Are they do that? I don't think anyone should punch anyone, but in a sexist type of way, as a man, you would never punch a woman. I don't know why we're talking about this now, because we're just gone off into Alan just taking up the conversation. Say something, Alan. No, I fucking won't. I'm dressed as Batman. Go fuck yourself. So, what happened there? So, just trying to be on the level of people. So, I wouldn't say that. Punch and Judy style would do the thing, but you know what I mean. In that kind of a way, you could present it in a more presentable way, a more funny way than just going and say, "Hi, my name is Mark Fewings. Some of you might know me as System Failure 1, System Failure 2, System Failure 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I just say it all." You probably wouldn't want to see that. The jitters you get, the old high vis. We could do just make sure there's no one in high vises. High visibility is not infinity. Oh shit! He posted the video on Instagram. Nice. So I'm on his Instagram. See it. It's there. Double tons. There he is.
For the Flat Earth British community. Today, we've managed to nail a venue in Birmingham land for a Flat Earth British convention. Are you excited? Got 3 dates in September. I'm going to choose now. It's going to be on a Friday. Bars up until 12:30. We have a fantastic night, all night, and I got it for the whole day. So we're going to have other speakers. It's going to be fantastic. Anyone got a band? Hook me up.
I'm a DJ. I could scratch in Mandela effects while I'm doing the fucking wrecking the decks. Oh yeah, Mandela effects on the decks all night long with system failure in effect. Oh no, he might even pick up a fucking microphone and say something perfect. Oh shit! Do you get what I'm saying? Do you say what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? I'm just saying it to say what I'm saying because I'm insane in the fucking membrane. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm reckon I could be DJing at this. Unless you want fucking shitty fucking chart music, you can go shove your fucking bloody chart music up your... No, I'm joking. I'll play whatever you want, guys. I'll sing you a song. I'll be entertaining all night long. So, who wants to see System Failure? 1, 2, DJ System Failure play at the Flat Earth British thing? Wouldn't that be great? Nor to make it happen. I'm joking. Yeah, do make it happen though. If anyone can help me with that stuff, I don't want to be paid for it. I don't drink. You can give me just a pat on the back and get up and dance for one song, and then that's all I want. That's it. There you go. You heard it straight from Alan's mouth. So I will gladly play music. Or do both. Or I could get on the train, go there, get so pissed I don't find myself there, and just have a disco on the train. That would go viral. Pissed, Mark. Imagine the guys, the public access, them guys. Imagine them guys. Remember that night they were stuck in London for hours? Imagine that conversation over me playing the decks. Lost, pissed, somewhere in the middle of nowhere. There's an exciting show. But it would be always, it wouldn't take you away from the fact that you needed to be at the British show. You could actually stream my show from there. It'd be more interesting. Find my way to find if the earth is flat and find out where the fuckies are at. Ah, Brian. You posted the video. I just done the video on Instagram. Oh, first one. I have to sleep. Good night, sweetheart. God bless you. Thank you so much. I know some musicians. I have a friend. I think we have something going here if he's willing to do it, man. You know, I think you know, whatever it is, let's get there. I am just tried from 2003 who is now F book and wasn't stand no like guitar and drums. Nice. I have some bands. Oh, it's quite soon. It's September the 10th. Do you know anyone in Bournemouth, that mouth place? Do you know anyone in Bournemouth? Oh, Bournemouth. Is that right? Do you know anyone in Bournemouth that I could stay with on the... Shit, is that the same day? The weekend before. I want to go to Tidy. Do you want to go to a night? Do you want to go somewhere? I'm like, I'm not asking you out on a date, Stephen. Do you want to go somewhere with me? But it's all due dates as well. Unless it's on the same weekend. Double fat tums. Not just tums. Fat ones. Shit. Where are you, Stephen? London. I haven't fucking spoken to you in ages. I'm going to send you a photograph of Alan's penis. No, I'm not. Imagine. Oh, shit. That's horrible of me. I'm joking, by the way. Alan's penis. There's nothing there. He's a furry animal. What's going on with my fucking phone? Oh, jeez. Can never fucking find the fucking thing. Camera roll, recent. No, can't find it. There's a thing going on in Bournemouth. Because I want look at my photographs are not coming up. Wank stains. Wank stains. And the one I want to send you won't turn up. Look, they're all blank. Where are they all gone to? Just talking about photographs gone missing off your phone. Fucking piece of shit. Suck it anyway. That's what I say. Bollocks to it all. Camera roll. Where are we? Where are we? Twits. On Twitter. Did I send them on Twitter? Ah, they're all gone. Anyway, there's something Tidy Boys. Just check Tidy Boys. Tidy Boys is on. I want to go to that. Hi bro. I'll find it. Hi bro. We're all connected. Anyway. Mark Devlin played at the last one. You're a better DJ. I have a better. No, I wouldn't say I'm better at all. I've a different taste in music. I was going to say that's all it is probably. I wouldn't say a better DJ. I'd say if anyone can play, I don't have the patience to fucking play fucking. Come on, Eileen, and well, I probably would, but I don't have them. Come on, Eileen, let's get over and lean and see if the earth is actually flat indeed. See, we could change all the songs around. We could make an anthem. We could make a flat earth British anthem. You know, we could do all sorts of shit with it. You know, loads of it's as you would say, it's an infinite plane, and we're playing on it. An infinite plane that we can play on. Just need big fucking speakers. Big fucking speakers. Oh, good night, Nora. Good night, Nora. I will send some cookie down your way when she helps you sleep. Yeah, nice one. And we will give you some good dreams. Nice. Good dreams are coming to you. Good dreams are coming to you. That's right. I like it a lot. Good dreams. Okay. A lot of stuff here now. I will send you that card. We'll send them all. So what do you want to send them? Let's see. Okay. So yes, and after event DJ said so to go on to the last one falls. Well, we're all going back somewhere. Yes. Whether it be a field with a generator and a set of decks, and a bag of energy cans, or a bed and breakfast, or a friend's car, or we'll just lock everyone in and won't let them out and hold everyone hostage, like the people in the place. So we just take over for the weekend. Whatever happens is in the future. So let's not worry about it. See, I've got plans already. I wish I had a cat or a dog. It is hard in this flat, but I might move later this year. Well, you're probably better off moving a dog into your house, or a dog or a cat, rather than moving closer to a dog and a cat. That's a lot of upheaval just to get closer to a dog and a cat. I would suggest go to an animal shelter and get one, rather than actually, packing all your clothes and trying to move to a flat closer to a cat or a dog. I'm sure if you walk outside, there's probably a cat or a dog outside your house somewhere, so you're always close to a cat or a dog. I don't know where I went with that, Steve. Fuck knows, man. Why do you want a cat or a dog? It's as hard as the flat is your oyster. Open a music program. Make some music. Read the code I'm about to send you. Shit, yeah. Send you that code. Where is it? Ready? More. Forward. Oh, I can't forward to that. Is that all the code? Save photo. Let me send you this code. You can get your gums around these plums. Oh no, that's fucking horrible. There's some code for you. Sorry, I didn't mean to go off and say you should move closer to a cat or a dog. Yeah, we'll be off for a night out. I have not been to a nightclub for 5 years. Oh, so we're on the tidy. So it's Bournemouth. It's the tidy. Just go to Tidy Tracks. They're actually doing one in Bournemouth. A couple of my friends that I'm in contact with at the moment are actually DJs there. They're DJing on the night. So I'm hoping to be able to get £35 ticket. To get in, we can actually get in behind the stage and be there for the opening ceremony at 9 p.m. Meet all the DJs. It's only £10 extra, but there's only about 150 of them tickets to go, so they might be sold out. So it's £25, plus whatever we need to get to wherever we're staying, you know. And I'll only be drinking fucking energy drinks, or probably not even energy. I'll probably drinking whatever I'll be drinking. I won't be drinking beer anyway, so it'll be cheap night out. But you know, 25 quid for a nightclub. See. Get DJs. I'm actually doing a song for them at the moment, so I'm hoping to be on that stage one day. But I want to get in behind the decks and talk to the producers and do that kind of stuff. As I said, I want to get up on stage and do a Mandela Effect song. If I can't fucking talk about it, I'll fucking do a song about it. Okay. I am about 21 minutes from London, end of Metropolitan line. Doesn't Sven live in Bournemouth? Sven and a few other people live in Bournemouth. Do you think they would put us up for a night or two if we went down there? And who would put us up if we went up to this conference? We could just fucking, as I say, just get a room in the place that where the conference is probably. But if it's a deal thing, I heard these all-in-one deals are not the best. So look after yourself. But I'm sure Martin has some great recommendations. So make sure you check out. But just be wary. Just be wary where you're staying. Don't be mindless with your money. Money isn't endless. Sometimes, some friends and I would go to the daytime old school events. Oh yeah, they're still going on. There's a place on Instagram. Let me see if I can send it to you. London. What is it called again? Oh, I'm going to be playing here in the video. I'll be playing here. Let me send it to you. I'm going to be playing. We're playing here soon enough, Steve. I'm going to be playing there soon enough, and I want to send you another place. That's oh man, it's gone. Even the talk's gone. Yeah, it's gone. Whatever. Oh yeah, no. There's a place called London Underground. It's weird, isn't it? It's the same thing as your name. It's the same thing as your name, man. It's called London Underground Club or something. Let me see if I can fucking find it. Underground. Oh, there you go. I think that could be it. Underground Sound London. I think that's the one. No, that's not it, man. They have gigs. They have these rave parties. I'll send it to you when I fucking find it. Anyway, it's fucking mad. It's a minefield. It's a conference about. It's a conference about mud flood. Well, I'll flood them with mud. So much mud they'll think it's bullshit. There's so much mud coming out of my mouth that you'll probably think it's a mud flood. So yeah, no, big respect. I don't want to move in on anyone and take over a microphone for 20 minutes, but I'll definitely DJ if I could. Yeah, of course, I would love to get up and spark some tunes and see if we can get some people up to dancing. But do you want to dance at 110 miles an hour? Do you want to dance at a flat earth thing at 110 miles an hour? Look like you're dancing off your tits. Well, obviously not often, but you know, around them, they're always attached to you, I'm sure. Unless you have a detachable tit. That's a thing. Do cows have udders that are detachable udders? And do they then put other udders on where the others were detachable tits? Oh, for fuck's sake. It sounds like, I don't know. It sounds like a pop group. The detachable tits. Sorry. Sorry, I'm lost in fucking shit. I'm looking at wizards on the TV. Fucking nuts. Fucking mad people on the TV. No, it's just my reflection. No, I like that. I am a flat earther. Track with the child and Mark Sargent, quite the stony FE track. I've never really done any flat earth tracks. I don't know the references to put them into. If I can get a soundbite. I don't be using like Mark. I could use Mark Sargent's one, but if he has a soundbite, but you could do all sorts of stuff in it. Here's a song I made earlier. No, I'm not even gonna open that because that'll just fuck it up. Oh, where we go? We're gonna do. My old neighbour now has an American bully puppy. I said he can use CBT to calm him down when he chews furniture. Okay. If it rains, cats, dogs, then sun, come in your window. Exactly. Just open your windows. Just open your windows when it rains, cats and dogs. Off you go, Steve. You got me. We're on there. Don't move. Just stay closer and open your windows. Cat will jump in. I am on the first floor. My neighbour's the second ground floor. Well, do you know what? Maybe your neighbour has a cat. You can rob one of them. Well, don't rob it. Just stroke the pussy gently. So I was always told. Stroke the pussy gently because they can attack. Don't frighten the pussy. Just go up and if it's a neighbour's pussy, just give them a quick hour. If it's a stranger's pussy, just make sure you're gentle with it. And if it's got teeth, don't put your hand in anywhere near it. Much for the colorization. I think I need to go. That would be a good VIP night indeed, man. Check them out on they're called Tidy Tracks. They're on Instagram. Tidy Tracks. They're on Instagram. They have a lot of stuff going on about it. So yeah, it's quite interesting. And then the VR bar, I should be playing there soon enough. I'm just waiting for a date to go in and do some stuff. And there, I know you like this kind of stuff. That's kind of nice. Someone done a painting on a. Isn't that kind of nice? That's what you could do with some of your paintings, Nora. She's probably not watching now, but take parts out of them and do that. But you don't want to cut up your paintings, do you? Instagram is a fucking minefield. Jeez, you'll be there all night. Right. Interesting. This name first came. Oh, what does that do? This first came to me for a Yahoo email long time before. Then I lived in Northwood Hills, Middlesex. It's a track Brian has sometimes. Oh yeah, I know the one. I know the one. I've heard of Tidy Tracks, which are hardcore and hard house promoter. They are I'm doing a remix for them at the moment. So I'm in a competition with 100 other DJs, producers. So I've got a couple of versions of it. I know you like a beat. So be ready for my banger of a. It's called Boogie Monster. If you go Tidy TV, they're called Tidy TV on YouTube. Go to Tidy TV and look for Sam Townsend's Boogie Monster. I'm remixing that at the moment for them. Well, not for them, for the competition. And I'm hoping they will see my remix. I'm not expecting to win. Of course, I'm not expecting to win. I'm new at it, but I'm doing something different, and I might get. Oh, well, that's nice. Let's try that with something else. So it's all about getting yourself out there and trying your best. And I think it came from, as I said earlier on in the show, was I decided at the beginning of all this situation that I was going to change my outlook to silver lining in every fucking cloud there is, because there is no cloud, there is no fucking silver, there's no lining, there's no nothing, there's no glass, there's no spoon, there's no fuck all. It's just the way you think in here. That's it. And don't let them in to make you think any other way. You can watch as much TV, watch as much whatever you want, but you just think there in your own mind and my own free will to take any fucking decision I want to do at any fucking time I want to do it in, and they will not change my free will. And therefore, thinking about that, am I actually just talking about my free will because they programmed me to talk about my free will? There's a fractal of fucking shit. But therefore, just believe we've won. I don't believe I'm going to win this competition, but I do have confidence in myself to become something of this remix. In a way. Silver lining on the bottom of a bucket of madness. Guana. Oh, it's all gone guana. That shit crazy. So yeah, guys, I think we're been on 3 hours 20 minutes. I'm gonna leave it at that because I need to go and take a moment, relax and chill out and wind down a little bit after that show. We've had ups and downs, and I hope I want to say thank you to everyone that's been here. I want to say Johnny was here. We've had Nora. Thank you so much. We had Longreach one. We had a few more people in as well, and I already want to thank Maya because that was what a great guest. It is worth going back over the show and watching a few, interpretation. By the way, you can skip over my version of what the message says because I totally fucked it all up. But, I got my own bits out of it, I think, in a way. We all have code breaking skills, don't we? No. Anyway, so that's me in a nutshell. Done with this show for the moment. And during the week, we will definitely have part 2 of this show. What we will do is I'm going to pass some information on to Stephen, and we're going to pass on some information to other people, and we're going to see if we can get some more messages out of this. It'll be great. Stay tuned for that. It'll be coming up at System Failure 3. We're on System Failure 3, we're on D-Live, we're on Twitch, we're on Twitter, and we're on Facebook. All at once. I think I might have lost the Facebook one. I'm not too sure if I'm still on Facebook. I don't know if I'm even live on Facebook or not. I don't look. It says I am, and then it says I'm not, and then this fucking hole. It's like looking into a fucking bucket of shite, the back of this thing. That's good. You got work from them. It's hard. Well, not work. Not paid money. It's not a paid thing or anything like that at the moment. It's not. I don't get money on the back end. What I'm trying to do is get a name for myself. So then eventually, if I become, they go, do you know what, Mark? Here, let's put yours on our album. Because whoever wins this competition gets the song on the album, then they'll come and ask you to play a gig, and then you get paid for them gigs you play it. Then you get a promoter, and then the promoter does the stuff for you, in a way. I don't know how it works, man. I don't know. Same here. I will lay down with some cookie down. I've got some nice stuff as well there. So it's kind of good. It's very dry, so it's good to spread. Do you know what? Have you seen Suicide Squad 2 yet? Have you seen Suicide Squad 2 yet? I'd like to know, Stephen, before I go. Have you seen Suicide Squad 2 yet? That one's out. Oh, there's still an old dragon out there, no, bud. Check the old fires out. I'm fucking soaking fresh air, man. Maybe fucking soaking fucking, what is it? Golf ball through a house thing. Oh. Not seen that yet. Do you want to see it? Here, I'll send you the link. Well, I won't send you the link. I'll send you a picture of where the link is. It's on your Instagram. I've Instagrammed you there a little bit there. I watched it last night. Very good, man. Worth watching. Definitely worth watching. And hit. Won't let me tell. Isn't that fucking weird? Won't let me fucking send that. There it is. Oh, there you go. Send. Not letting me send that photograph. Isn't that fucking weird? It's like my phone is fucking possessed. The only fucking photograph I want to send you won't let me fucking send. Isn't that fucking shocking, man? Not weird. So it's yeah, won't let me send it. Won't let me send anything. Isn't that fucking weird, man? No, won't let me do a thing. Chill.ie. Gone. Yeah, phone's full. No, it's not on Amazon, brother. No, it's on chill.ie. Oh, that's not, it's not even chill.ie. That's the fuck. What are you doing to me, fucking phone, you prick? There. That's where it is. You get it? You get it? 123 chill.to. Right there. There it is. Suicide Squad 2. Alright. I've seen you send me a post. Yeah. That's where I'm playing soon enough. The V Bar and Croydon will be playing soon enough. So that's where it is. Why don't I just do another fucking screenshot and just send it to you via Instagram and message. And right. Man, it's funny. Now, sending to you. There you go. One of these freestyling sites, kind of like, but Puttlocker's gone down. Have you noticed your own stuff? So the one I've been used to using is now blocked by Sky. There's new court orders in. So a lot of stuff, streaming sites have been blocked because of all these releases by Warner Brothers and the fight that they're having with the TV people, the film industry. They've shut down and made new laws because of all this is going on. So they're really pushing the streaming, that they're going to be pushing streaming on different fucking platforms. The TV is going to be gone, but they're pushing down the free ones. They're getting rid of them. So it's weird. A lot of mine went down. I just found that one, chill.i whatever. So I'm happy that I could actually watch it, and it's kind of good. You get a few pop-ups as usual. Just close the pop-ups, man. Just close the pop-ups, and then you can watch it. Worth watching. It's worth watching. The first 15 minutes of that movie, I was like, oh man, I'm hooked. I want this movie to last for 4 hours, like the Snyder cut or the Snyder whatever, that one, the Zack Snyder cut. I wanted it to last 4 hours after the first 15. I said I could sit and watch through this because it just had everything in. So it's well worth watching. I recommend it. Big shout out to James Gunn, because fair play to him. That's a fucking amazing movie. The weird, fucked up mind. They always say that he's got a weird mind. The movie he came out with, Jesus, fair play, man. Very entertaining. Kept me going for the 2 hours, So, I actually got a lot of videos up on the people in it talking about this, the Suicide Squad 1, whether you want to see the unedited version or the Dyer cut, I think it's called. It's a guy, a presenter or a producer or editor or whatever the fuck he is, some dude. He has a cut of it, and what it is, it shows the Joker and played by Jay Loretto or whatever his name is, that guy. The new Joker. It has him and Harley Quinn in it for a lot more in it, so that's a lot. I'd like to see where that would go. So I would also like to see a lot of versions of the movies that we don't see. I'd like to see Luke, I Am Your Father again. I'd like to see that version, or I'd like to see Life Is Like a Box of Chocolates version. But until we find it, it only exists out there somewhere and in here. In Alan's head as well, I think. He's got a lot of shit. What have you got in your head? I got fluff. He's got fluff in his head. I'm being a bit talkative. Anyway, guys, God bless you. That's it. I'm out of here. Have a wonderful Sunday. Whatever day it is you're there now, probably Saturday, and wherever you are. Have a blessed day, and catch up next week or this week for the rest of the show. More on this amazing story. Right, over to you in the other galaxy, and if you want to listen to me on another dimension, you need to go over there. Go over that way. Oh, God bless you. Right, namaste, and the show is over, and yeah, well, I don't bother with that stuff anymore. You see, there's the thing. As I said, the whole mention of it is just what's that mean? I don't understand that word anymore. I've turned ignorant to the fucking fact that it's happening. You know what I mean? I just act like it's not happening. I don't even want to research it anymore. There's too many people researching it, and they're all coming up with different fucking stuff. And we know the truth. It's all a lot about it. Now, when I say that, I mean what I'm saying is what other people are saying all around the world. We know it's all a confabulation of lies and truth and mistruth and misguiding, and we know there's so much COVID shit. And I don't mean COVID as in the disease. I mean COVID operation stuff going on that we don't know the truth. We don't know lies. We can't distinguish one from the other. And it's all fucking muddy waters. We're in muddy waters. But you know what? I have a snorkel. I can see out, but I can see it up there. It's alright, like, it's not bad. It looks alright from up here or down here. Where am I? Oh, where am I? Where are you? From here to there, I'm out here. Ha, see you later. Have a good one. God bless and namaste. Say goodbye, Alan. Fucking hell, goodbye, Alan. Fucking back and never got me have a show myself. He wants to come on and talk. Alan wants to talk. Next time. Next time we'll do a just show about you. Oh, fuck you, man. Oh, God bless you. See you later, guys.